Yeah, welcome to another episode of Artco Drone Solutions. We've got a great show tonight. We're going to talk about bad weather and colds. The struggle is real. How those can affect drone flying even when you have halfway decent weather here in the wintertime. So we'll talk about that and a lot of other stuff. And thank God for these guys. So, uh, and that's what we're going to be talking about. So we're going to Gerald Farms, Lone Spanker, welcome to the show. Yes, we're going to talk about bad weather and nasty colds, which I have. Uh, Hey Tater, welcome to the show. Jay Santiago, welcome. Just waiting for a few people to jump into the stream. Good to see AZ Drone Dude. Welcome. So, yeah, I've been fighting the cold for the last 2 or 3 days. Feeling a little better today. It's an up and down day. There are some parts of the day where I just feel like crap, and then I just take a nap or have something to eat and uh, feel a little bit better. But yeah, we'll talk about what content creators like us, what we could do while we have this downtime where we can't go out flying our drones, and what we could do to, you know, do something productive during this downtime other than trying to get better, get over a nasty bug and all that neat stuff. So, what I've been doing is kind of planning out what I'm going to do down the road when the weather starts getting better. Some places to fly, some interesting places to go. Fed them vapor. Glenn, Thunderbird 6, welcome to the show. Hold on, guys. Yeah, God, this bug. Yeah, you're right, Gerald Farms. No, there's no downtime on the farm. That's a 24/7 job, most like. So I've got this upper chest thing going and a little bit of a stuffy nose. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, well, I don't know about that, Tater, about eating vapor rub. Usually I put it on my chest and, under my nose to kind of clear up the passages so that I get some sleep. Uh, oh yeah, Bill, Coast to Coast Drones is here. Uh, yeah, I use that to clear up my sinuses so I could breathe again. Uh, I wear a CPAP mask, so it really helps with that. And also, I gotta go clean it. So, yeah, after tonight or when I have some time, I've got a machine that cleans it. You've probably seen the ads with William Shatner. I've got one of those, and you just pop it in and turn it on and let it run. Oh, the real Brooklyn, welcome to the show. Good to see you. And Plus, I'm shopping around for some more equipment for the studio. Looking around for a mixing board. I want Alberto Loyola. Welcome to the show, Homestead, Florida. Yeah, and I've got a microphone set up. I want to get a mixing board that has at least a couple of mic inputs for uh, it's whatever, you know. I'll show you. That'll take one of these mic plugs, and I want one with that, and I want one that has uh, oh, that's a good idea, Glenn. I'll do that. No, I don't have an Autel Evo. I have a Mavic Air that is I just love to death. That's my main machine. I just recently got Emax Easy Pilot FPV kit. Came with the drone, the controller, and goggles. And learning how to fly this, I just recently bought more batteries and a charger for it. So I'll be flying that around pretty soon. Uh, yeah, XLR jack, yes. And I also want it to be under $100, so that I could, uh, yeah, nothing real fancy, not really big to take up a whole lot of room on my desk here. My desk is a total mess right now. I've got crap all over it. I gotta clean it up. So yeah, I need one for sound effects. Kind of like what Ken has on it, to where I could do echo and reverb and all that stuff. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. My sister's coming, so she's bringing my laundry over. Yeah, I could do that. That's right. Just I'm almost done here. Okay. Yeah, my sister's helping me out with my laundry, so she's on her way, and I just let her know that I am on air now. So Steve Mack, welcome to the show. I know if you're running Mint, you might be hard to do, but yep. So I've been looking around on eBay for some uh, good deals on mixers, and I found some around the 55, 75 buck range. It's pretty good. Oh, Mike Roach. No, I didn't go ice fishing today. It got cold. I'll probably go next weekend on a Sunday. We'll probably go back to that same lake we were. I had talked to Eric about going up He's suggested Green Mountain Reservoir, but the altitude might be too high for me to go. And so, uh, hold on, another message. Okay, cool. Okay. All right, looks like I'm all set there. All right, and back to the show. Best Buy, Walmart, yep, those are good places. Okay, art place called Daddy's Junkie Music. Huh, you, hey, I'll give that a try. Cool. So I am waiting for mail, and you know what? I will just put if anybody wants to come on. Oh nope, I'm not gonna. That's just too much. If anybody wants to come on and be part of the show, let's see. Okay, copy that. And so if anybody wants to jump in, they can. Cool. All right, so that's what's been happening with me. We finally had a decent day here today, but boy, I just uh, I just couldn't do anything today. I just didn't feel like going outside. The only thing I did is I went to the grocery store, do a little bit of shopping because, well, we just had a storm yesterday, and now we're expecting another storm coming through. So starting tonight or tomorrow. So we got another snowstorm coming through. So glad I got that done and out of the way. Now I've got plenty of food, and I'm set to go. Alrighty. So if anybody wants to come on, Bob Casey, welcome to the show. Cool. So let's go over here. Do. All right, cool. We got all right, got that muted. Mike B, Drone Ranger, welcome. Oh wow, an HP all-in-one for 45 bucks. Hey, that's pretty good. Hey, Mitch, I go check your email. I sent you a link. Come on in. Always great to have you. Uh, how's the weather down there in Florida? Man, it's cold. It's kicking my butt. Ah, so hold on again. All right, Mitch. We'll see you in a few. Uh, yeah, it figures. Right when I go on air, that's when the cold decides. Well, we're going to mess with this guy. Yeah. So now I'm sneezing and I'm coughing. Great. And so that's what's going on. Yeah, you could buy new equipment. Hive 80. Oh boy, that's nice. Well, I will be in Melbourne next year, the week of the 15th of March. So I'll get to do a lot of fishing and drone flying. So that'll be fun. Can't wait. Ha ha. Ha ha. Might be. All right. Well, okay. I'll be right. Okay, I'm back. Weird. So, been planning that, and I've got some ideas for places to fly. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, I'm fishing for anything. Freshwater, saltwater. I'll be out near the Indian River, so I'll catch a few sea trout, redfish. Yeah, that sounds good, Glenn. I'd like drink a bottle of scotch. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. That'd probably take care of my throat, but it won't do anything for my nose. Well, it might dry it out a bit, but hey, speaking of Florida, let's welcome old guy and drone Mitch, and we got
Hey,
another guest, Tater.
what's up, Tater? God, feast or famine there, Art.
Yeah, Mitch, we got a little bit of echo coming from you.
You do.
Yeah, you sound like you're in a big stadium giving a big speech.
I wonder why that is. Hang on, I'll
Well,
see.
uh, everybody got their YouTube turned on.
Yep.
No, that's not what it is, I don't think. No, it's not that. It's got something to do with the way I got my mix going here.
Mitch,
Uh-huh.
Mitch, can you say, gentlemen, start your engine?
It's that much of an echo, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, welcome, Tater.
What's
Good
up?
to have you back. As
Thank
always.
you. I saw you posted a link and my battery was dying on my iPad, so I was like, I'll just come in here and jump on, say
There
hi.
you go. Cool. Cool.
Been a minute.
All right. How's the weather down there in Louisiana?
Well, let's see. Right now it's 55 degrees and it was sunny, and it was 32 degrees the day before yesterday. So
Boy.
the weather's trying to kill us here as usual.
Right. Oh, hey, welcome, Blaine Star Wars Z and Mel 400 AGL. Welcome to the show. Yep. You like
Okay,
that?
no more echo, right?
Yeah,
All
you
gone.
sound good, Mitch.
Okay, so now
Yeah,
I know what
I
it is.
got-
So if I
I
want an
got
echo,
me.
I can go echo, echo, and then I can turn it off. Okay.
There you go.
All right, very good. Hey, let me say hi to everybody that's been saying hi to me because I was too busy getting set up and couldn't answer in the chat. So, Bob Casey, how you doing? Steve Mack said hi to me. Who else said hi to? Well, hi to everybody. Mel, how you doing, buddy? I got some new people I don't recognize. Alberto Loyola, Blaine Star Wars Z.
Yeah.
Huh?
Ooh.
Nice new faces. New faces.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
don't forget, next Friday I'm doing the giveaway for the almond toffee.
Ooh.
So
That sounds good.
so if you haven't signed up or entered, do it now. Just yep. So Mitch, what have you been doing? How's the weather there in Melbourne, Florida?
Well, it's gorgeous. Been beautiful today. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow. We did have a that line of thunderstorms we were talking about on Thursday did go through at 2 o'clock in the morning. Woke me up.
Yeah.
It was some pretty big winds and a storm. Didn't last long, but it sure made a lot of noise going through.
Man.
Yeah.
But I've been busy getting ready for my new show tomorrow night.
Oh, great.
Oh, I see you got a buddy back there. Who is that? Is that
That's
Ken
Spank.
Heron? Oh, okay.
No, that's Spank the monkey. Spank
I like
the
it.
monkey.
I like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Kudos.
I didn't name him. That was a community effort.
Right.
I think it might have been Spike that came up with that one.
Yeah.
That's perfect. That's
But
awesome.
tomorrow night, I'm going to take the opportunity to plug myself here.
Well, good.
Tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, right after Mel's show is over.
Okay,
In fact,
great.
Okay.
Hopefully Mel will actually come on the show with me tomorrow night after he's done. I don't know if he needs to go to bed or not, but
Yeah.
he's going to basically pass the baton to me when he's
Okay.
done, and then I'll fire it up, and it's going to be a live stream. And I put out a little announcement video today that
Right.
I don't guess many of you've seen it yet, but it's going to be Old Guys FPV Workshop.
Oh,
What
Nice.
we're gonna do is a kind of like Joshua Bardwell light, or Joshua Bardwell extremely light.
hey, that sounds like my kind of show.
Yeah, basically, little less than a year ago, I started in FPV, and being the obsessive individual I am, I probably crammed more into the first year of doing it than most people would in 10 years. So I've learned a lot. And I think that for beginners, people who want to get into FPV or just getting started or overwhelmed by all the different aspects of it, I want to do a little, not the highest tech show, but let's call it a lower tech version of helping people get through the basics, get in, learn, maybe not all the fine points of it, but the basics of what you might need to successfully
Right.
start to learn how to fly FPV, because it's just a tremendous
Man.
hobby. Very gratifying.
I can't wait to try it myself. I've been really wanting to try that. I'm scared I'm going to love it though. Too much.
Well, and it can be addictive, but unfortunately, too many people get a bad taste right off the bat. It's
Yeah.
just too overwhelmed by
Right.
it, and give it up before they manage to
Jelly
even
green.
get started. There's a lot of people, and I was really surprised when I first put out, rented up the flagpole, so to speak, in ad talk. How many of the regular guys that we all know and see in every one of these live streams that said to me, "Oh yeah, I want to do it, I want to do it, I want to do it," and that kind of shocked me. So I think it'll be a lot of fun, and I enjoy that. I've always been a teacher. I've always liked to teach, and the only thing I don't want to embarrass myself, because I certainly am not the world's foremost authority on it. Maybe I know enough to be dangerous, but I'm successful at it. I'm doing it. I'm making it all work. So if I can share some of that, fine. And if we get some bigger brains than me actually come into my live stream, then I'll learn something too. So it worked both ways.
Cool. I'm gonna fly this around tomorrow. Today I just been feeling kind of cruddy, just taking it easy. So I did order a charger and some batteries, and they should be here about mid to late part of the week. So
Okay, cool.
Yep.
So are you running like a 2S in that thing, or?
This is just the little cheapy version. It's not a Tiny Hawk. It's
Oh, okay. Looks just like one to me.
yeah, it looks
Yeah.
a lot like it. It does. But
Hey,
That's gone. That's gone. That's got brushed motors in it, and I don't believe it runs Betaflight. I don't know if it. Have you
Yeah.
ever found the USB port on it, plug anywhere on it?
not on the drone, but on the controller, it does have a USB-C on it.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't be for Betaflight. Hey, Art. I think Mel's been around here long enough to give him a wrench, don't you think?
Oh yeah, let's. Oh,
hey, come
Yeah,
here.
you know, he's paid his dues. He's been an apprentice long enough. You know. Sometimes you got to take the new guys like Mel.
right. Yeah.
You know, make
there
them
you
make them
go.
feel special. You know. What I
Uh-huh.
mean. Bill Thomas, how you doing? Bill says he sent me an email. Okay, well,
Well,
Bill, come in tomorrow night at 8 o'clock to my to that thing, and we'll have some people on the panel too. So love to have you.
Yeah.
There you go. Mel says no. Smurfed. We smurfed them.
Y'all don't know this, but Tater Tot just got into his Valentine's cards for the kindergarten class, and Mama Tater is not here right now.
Uh-oh.
So I think she's probably going to kill both of us. So if you see the screen go crazy and I disappear, then that's what happens.
Well, I'm waiting for the photo bomb of the dog or the cat to come
Oh,
in.
yeah. Oh, they always get me. See, everybody has these cool Spank the Monkey. I've got this Tater Tot.
Yep.
I've learned privacy is a thing of the past when you have a 5-year-old.
Yeah. That's right. Mhm.
You know, if I don't put the monkey on the screen, everybody starts asking where the monkey is.
Yeah.
I'm
Now,
digging it.
if I wasn't on the screen, nobody noticed. But if the monkey's not there, everybody wonders where he is.
I like it. Nobody else has a
Yeah.
monkey like that, man. That's cool.
No, as a matter of fact, you know, I could just sit here and do this, you know, and
Oh, little movie
and-
magic.
yeah, and then everybody would just go, "Oh, okay, everything's cool now."
Hey, as long as he doesn't throw poo at the camera, we're all right. Here's the cat.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, this is my cat. Her name is Pete.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't name her. Tater
Oh.
Tot named her, and they were reading about the cat named Pete.
Uh-uh.
And so now we have a girl cat whose name is Pete. And she's the only cat that will actually fetch things and bring them back to you. She does it
Uh-huh.
every time.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah, there are. That's an exception. That there are some cats that will
Yeah.
have dog-like behaviors.
It's those little Nerf darts that Tater Tot has for his
Right.
things, and they're little foam. And so she will go get that thing. But the problem is at 2 or 3 in the morning, she wants to do it.
Yeah.
So she drops it right under by the cover, and then she'll go to digging at me, trying to get the dart out. Matter of fact, here's one on the desk. These are the.
Right. Okay.
It's got all the chew holes in it from where she's been playing fetch with it for.
Right. Mm.
Hey, Art,
There's the-
send Mike Roche a link.
Okay.
Do you have his email?
No, but I do have his Facebook.
Don't you love it when one of your guests comes in here and just starts bossing you around, telling you how to run your own show?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I hate it when that happens. I throw the guy off of there.
They want to say hi to Thunderbird 6 and Steve Carpenter, Drone Life, Bob Casey, and Mel, of course, representing you, buddy. And Mike Roche. He says if you got room for one more.
Yes, I do. Mike, go check your Facebook. I sent you a link. I probably do have his email. Let's see. Yes, I do.
If you don't have it, I have it.
Yep, I got it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I haven't seen Mike in a while.
Yeah, no,
I want to see that new studio. He's been
Oh yeah.
busy working up his studios. Tater, your place looks great, man. Look at you.
I'm just in my office. This is where I spend most of my time. I work here all day, 12 hours a day, sometimes
It's
15.
nice. Nice. I
Thank
like
you.
the floor. I like the floor.
Yeah, the whole house has that floor in it. We usually have animals, and we decided when we bought this house that we didn't want any carpeting in there anywhere. But in the wintertime, it sucks
yeah,
because your feet, it seems like the
Yeah.
house is 20 degrees colder than it really is, you know?
yeah, yep.
I need to get like a big bear rug or something to go out here, you know,
Yeah.
or a big zebra or something. But Miss Tater Tot decorated this place. She tells me what I can have and what I can't have. So
Yeah.
if it was me, I'd have 80s posters everywhere, movies posters.
Hey, drone shots. Jody, welcome to the show.
Hey, drone
Hi.
shots.
Hey, Jody, how you doing, buddy?
Don't forget to hit that like button, everybody.
Yeah, let's do that.
But anyway, hey, I got my Linux machine over here, Art. If you
Uh-huh.
can see that machine on the end right there.
Right?
That's the machine that I set up just to watch your videos.
Oh, cool. Great.
That's all it does. In the background. Once it finishes through the loop, I'll start it over again.
Right. Well, I wonder if the YouTube algorithm picks up on that.
You know, that's a good point. I didn't think about that. But you know what I could do is I could VPN, change the VPN connection. It'll look like it's coming from a different IP if that is the
Oh.
case.
There you go.
So
Yeah,
I didn't think
pick a
about
server in
that.
China. Pick a server in China. That'll
Yeah.
really throw them for a loop. Yeah.
There you
Oh
go.
my God. Yeah, that'd be surfing machine. It's a good thing it's just a plain dummy machine.
Yep. And I'm trying to build up my watch hours. I think I'm up to 1.6K. Yeah. So,
How does that work exactly?
oh, here we go. We got somebody coming in. Steve.
Hey, what's up, Steve? I like it.
Steve Carpenter.
Looking good, my friend.
Good
Looking
afternoon.
good.
Yes,
How you
good
doing, Steve?
afternoon.
Yeah, it's 4:30 over there, huh?
4:30.
Yeah, are you in Pacific?
Not even 4:28.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Close enough. Close enough for government work.
That's it.
So,
Sorry, Mark.
Taylor just asked how they figure out watch hours.
Yeah, I don't know anything about all that stuff. I mean, I'm not trying to go pro or nothing with my YouTube thing. I just do it for fun. But
Right.
I have wondered how it works. I know you got to have 1,000 subscribers to do live streaming. Is that right? And then the only other thing I knew about it was you had to have over 100 subscribers to change the name of your channel, which is the goal I had because it was a foster dog channel for rescue that I had.
I see.
So I have wanted to know. It seems like everybody knows about it. I could look it up, but it's easier to just.
Well, Tater,
you can live stream in less than 1,000 hours from your desktop.
Yeah.
It's if you're going mobile, you can't.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
you just can't use the YouTube mobile app, but you can use anybody else's mobile app and stream without the 1,000 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did not.
Streamlabs on an iPhone will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
that's
thing-
a good
the-
idea.
The thing that you're confused about, I think, is watch time.
Yeah.
And a watch hour is basically 1 hour of somebody watching your videos.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Anytime. So if you have a 1 hour video, for example, and a live stream, let's suppose you start a live stream and you get 100 viewers right when you open it up, and they stick with you all the way through. Well, at the end of that live stream, you'll have 100 watch hours of watch time.
Okay.
Now, if half the people drop out halfway through, then you'll have 75 hours of watch time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I think they're counted by the minute. So if you put up a 10-minute video, for example, and then you go and look at your analytics, and it says that your average watch time on that video was, say, 3.5 minutes.
Right.
That the average duration, because most people never stick with a video the whole way through.
Yeah.
Then if you had 100 views with an average duration of 3.5 minutes, you had 350 minutes of watch time accrued on that, and you need 240,000 minutes within the last, in any previous 12-month period.
Okay. So it's got to be within a year.
So at the end of every month, the oldest month, the 13-month-old one, drops off.
Oh, and if
So
you had a
that
big
means you have to maintain a monthly rate equivalent to 1/12 of 4,000 watch hours, and do that consistently to maintain that. You can have a big month, for example. You maybe get one video that goes viral and has 10 million views, and get a god awful amount of watch time, and ride that for a year. But on the 13th month, all that watch time goes away from being enabling you to qualify to be monetized again.
Right.
And that's what the watch time. So Art has the viewers. He has the 1,000 subscribers.
Right.
But the only way I was able to get the 4,000 hours of watch time was doing these live streams twice a week or once a week, and
yeah, that's a great idea.
And that's what I've been doing, because to put up a video and accrue the kind of watch time you need to be monetized, just on a 3 or 4 minute or a 5 minute video, you need tens of thousands of views on every video you put up. But you do a few live streams, and you get 20, 25 people sitting in there for 2 hours.
Okay.
That's 50, 60 watch hours.
Wow.
Yep.
I wonder how many Ken has.
Video.
Ken usually
Ken's
averages
got a million.
what?
Oh, he's got millions. He's got so much as they don't even bother counting them watch hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he averages like 300 or 400 people every Thursday night.
Yeah,
and
so
he's
you got
doing
600 watch hours on each stream, and you only need.
He hit 600. And that was the highest he's ever been. But he averages about 450, 500. You know,
Man,
so he's going to get hundreds and hundreds of watch hours every stream he does. So 4,000 in a year doesn't seem like a whole lot. You get these guys, these political commentator guys that have 250,000 subscribers and do live streams every day, and they have 15,000 viewers for 2 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
In
That
10
adds
minutes in 10 minutes they get their 4,000 hours of watch time.
Yep.
Wow.
But then YouTube demonetizes them because they don't like their political content.
Yeah.
That's true.
You can't win with this crowd.
Yeah.
Louder with Crowder.
Yeah. Hey, let's welcome Drone Life RC.
Hey, welcome Drone Life RC.
How you doing?
Oh,
so is it viable? Hey, there's Mike.
There you go.
What's up,
Mike.
buddy?
Hey,
Good to see you.
good to see you, Tater. First time meeting you, man.
Oh, it's so good to meet you, man. I see you all the time on here.
Yeah.
Good to put a face with a name.
Well, I had my big shot Thursday night, and I just blew it.
That's okay. It happens. We all do it.
Mike.
Hey,
So, how you doing, Steve?
Good, sir.
Lloydson. All right.
How's my lighting? I had it.
You look good.
I look
You
different.
Hit the other button, Art. Hit the button to the left and make us all a little bigger.
Alrighty, to the left. Okay.
There you
Hey,
go.
there we go.
There we
Now
go.
we can see. Now we can see you, Mike.
Oh, no. Now we have to look at you that big, Mitch?
It's too bright, isn't it?
So this is a story of a bunch of droners. They were doing a YouTube live stream.
Oh man! So it's another exciting Saturday night, huh?
That's right, man. That's how we old people do it.
Yep.
Yeah, Saturday night meeting at a Desperate and Dateless. Here we are.
Yeah, I know it. I wish I could be dateless. Sometimes.
We didn't hear you say that. You're already in enough trouble with little Tater's cards.
I know.
You're
She's
in
gonna be mad as heck.
IT, buddy.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
he's
headed-
He's writing down the timestamp on this video right when you
Yeah.
said that, so he can play it back for your wife.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. She's gonna be sending me to Walmart at 3 a.m. to get Hot Wheels Valentine's cards.
And then guess what? We're all out.
Yeah, that's right. Nobody's.
My God, let's make it.
Oh.
Hey, there's
Look
Mel.
at that. We got Mel
Representing.
400 AGL.
Let's grab a microphone so we
Yeah,
can
there
talk.
we
wouldn't you?
go.
There we go. Get a little baritone in the mix here.
Make sure and grab your own microphone.
Hello,
Hello,
Mike,
Mel.
Steve, Tater,
How you
Mitch,
doing, Mel?
Art.
How you doing, buddy?
Mel,
Oh, I'm dateless. Been married for 37 years. Man, that
Bob, I'm
sucks,
the
Bob.
same way. Right
That
here.
I hate it for you.
Yep. They get all our money too, man. We don't get to play with all the cool toys. But see, I figured it out. You get your kid into the toys, and then mama buys them what they want, but it's really what you want.
yeah, there you go.
Reverse psychology, Mark. You got it.
That's what I'm trying to work on.
Hey, Mark, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Get that cat out of my chair.
Oh, that's her chair.
No, that's my chair. I done claimed it.
Oh, okay. She's licking it. I don't know if you want it after that.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
Yeah, we don't know
I
where
don't know.
that tongue's been, Mel. You know what I mean?
yeah. Steve got me all excited earlier talking about crack of dawn and stuff, and
I thought Mel gets the chickens up. He
I
gets up
do.
so early, he gets the chickens up to get everybody else up.
I do,
See?
but Steve just topped it, you know.
Oh,
Oh, my God.
Oh, Mike,
Oh,
come
Mike.
back.
Come back.
Come back, Mike.
We lost Mike. Man down.
Yeah, and Tater, first
just
thing I
got
said
here,
when I
Mike.
came in chat was nice hat.
Yeah, sir. I'm representing you, brother.
I think I ran Mike off. Mike, come back. I hope we didn't run you off. I hope I didn't run you off.
You know, I almost lost this hat today, and I wear this hat more than any other hat. I went to a trampoline party today with Tater Tot for a bunch of kids at this trampoline indoor park. And I decided I would jump into the big foam pit. If you're an adult and you weigh more than 120 pounds, do not jump into the foam pit. You can't get out of there.
Yeah.
So I had 3 other adults that were older than me trying to pull me out of it, and I couldn't pull myself out to save my life. My hat
Oh,
got stuck
God.
down in there. I had to try to dig back down to get it back. Everybody in the place was looking at me. People taking pictures.
where are the pictures? I want to see.
I don't know. I think they may be blackmailing me with them.
At the risk of sounding unconnected and uneducated, what the hell's a foam pit?
Okay, well, these kids have a big, there's big blocks of foam about 1 foot in diameter, cubes. They put them into a giant pit, and the kids jump into do tricks and jump off of the trampoline into the pit, and they don't get hurt. Then they crawl back out, and they do the
So
same.
it's kind of like the stack of boxes for the car jump at the.
Exactly. That's
Okay.
the modern version of it. Yep.
Okay.
Of course, it doesn't
Except it's
work
for the
too well.
youngins.
Yeah, don't do it if you're an adult.
Nope.
I was the only adult jumping too.
And the worst part about it is you don't want to go in there anyways because you don't know what else is in those.
Yeah,
I
the kids.
I
in the
use
Especially
a
with a
whole
bunch
bottle
of kids.
of
Yeah,
hand
little kids, right?
sanitizer.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see them picking their nose and wiping them on the blocks, and golly, I mean, some of the kids chewing on them.
Diapers coming back up out of them.
Oh, yeah.
Lost them.
One lady was just throwing her kid about 50 feet into the thing, just boom. The
Hey,
kid was loving it.
I want to share something with you guys.
Ooh, what do we got?
What, crickets? More crickets?
No, you see what that is?
Oh, that looks like that highfalutin chocolate.
Truffles.
That's white chocolate
Uh-oh.
with
Strawberries?
strawberries and cream on the inside.
Oh, my gosh.
This is the devil in a bag, I'm going to tell you.
Yeah. Dadgummit.
Man,
Yeah.
them things are some kind of good.
Man,
I bet.
Addictive.
I hate that. I'm a diabetic, and they here, have a piece of cake. Can't eat it.
Uh-oh. No toffee for you.
No.
That's
Oh.
what insulin's for.
Well, and the weird thing is, Tater Tot doesn't eat candy either. He likes popcorn and peanuts and stuff like that. So
Well,
I don't know. Maybe he's
That's
a
actually
squirrel.
probably better.
Yeah, probably so.
High in fiber.
Yeah, high in fiber, just like that pigeon jerky.
And Bob Casey's got a good point too. You got to watch out for them women that know how to wield iron skillets.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah, and rolling pins.
See, because they don't play with those while you're awake, gentlemen. They wait till you go to sleep.
Yep. I'm telling you what. I had Sweet Tater shaved off one of my eyebrows one time because I had killed a snake out in the woods. Long story short, was hiding with it behind the door. She came home, jumped out to scare me because she saw me hide but didn't see the snake. Scared her, so she waited until about 6 months later and got me back. And she said she was trimming my eyebrows up for me, and she just went, "Wow." What happened? She goes, "Oh, I slipped." And I mean, I looked like Powder. You remember that movie Powder with that guy?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I look. I had to shave the other one off, and people thought I was.
That's what you get for letting a woman close to your face with any kind of power tools.
Never again. That was the only time. That's one of them lessons you learn once.
Bless you.
Only takes once to learn, right?
That's right. It's like touching that hot skillet.
Hello, Jody.
Hey, Crazy Cajun, welcome to the show.
All right. He sounds like he's from my neck of the woods.
Yep.
Welcome.
He's,
40 years ago, I had a CB friend named Crazy Cajun. And he
I
was
thought you
a
were from
crazy
Boston.
Cajun, too. Who?
Tater, I thought you were from Boston. No, I thought
Oh.
Tater was from Boston.
Oh,
with
good
that
Lord.
accent.
No. Yeah, really? Is it that obvious?
No, that'd be called Tater.
Boston.
Tater, yeah.
There
Man,
you go, Mike. You got
Yeah,
it.
you're from Boston like Jeff Foxworthy's
I
from
know,
Boston.
Tater.
Yeah, I can't hide it. I tried to fit in up there. Went to New Hampshire one time, and they were just know what to do with me.
They couldn't understand you.
No, all the ladies loved to listen to you talk, but the problem was the men hated it.
Mhm.
That's for sure. The first time I went down to Texas, the southern accent of the girls, man, I'll tell you what, I thought I died and went to heaven and fell in
Oh yeah, man.
You ought to try South Carolina, Steve.
Yeah, they.
You think the ladies talk sweet in Texas? Go to South Carolina, by God.
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Hey,
my
honey.
goodness.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man.
Yeah, we went down there for kind of like a
Yeah,
reunion.
the women talking ain't too bad either, is it, Tater?
No, sir. Hey, man, I will say this. Louisiana might be 50th in a lot of things, but we have got probably the prettiest women I have ever seen. I've been all around the place, and we got some beautiful women.
Yeah.
I will say that. That's why I wonder why people stay here, you know? What the heck y'all doing here, man? Why don't y'all go to Texas where everybody else is going? And it's got to be the women. They get you integrated into the family, see? They don't want to leave the family, and
Right?
that's kind of how we roll down here.
Oh,
Which I may
Cajun,
be.
what,
Go ahead.
I was going to say, Cajun says he lives in Florida. What part of Florida?
I think he
Oh,
said
man.
Homestead.
Homestead.
Oh, Homestead, way down
Miami
south.
area, yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh, hang on a second. I'm gonna grab a
Art,
snack.
what do
real
you
quick.
keep snorting over there?
Well, I've got cold.
Oh, so you keep leaning off screen to snort something?
He's
Well,
sneezing.
because I don't want to go.
Oh,
Kind of like
Oh,
you
he's sneezing.
turn off the mic and then you go.
yeah.
Hey, Art.
And plus, I don't want everybody to see me snowing, blowing into my little rag there. Got a little bit of a Reno. But yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Oh, I was going to ask. I know you didn't get ice fishing today, but I saw a picture of you on Facebook. You were on a sled being pulled out in the lake. When was that?
That was about 5 years ago.
Oh, really? Okay, that wasn't recent.
Yeah, no, that was the first time I'd been ice fishing in years.
Mhm.
And my friend Rick Enstrup said, "Hey, let's go ice fishing." So he take me up to this place where the altitude is like 7,500 feet, 8,000 feet.
Right.
And oh God, the altitude just kicked my butt. I'm sitting here inside the nice warm ice tent. And I'm like falling asleep. And after a couple hours of that, Rick looked over, "You're not looking too good." And I'm like, I'm not feeling too good. I feel nauseous. I'm getting a headache. And so we got off the ice and it was like 60 degrees outside the tent. When we got there, it was 23 degrees. And it was nice, sunny, warm day. Got off the ice, pulled over. I thought I was going to lose my lunch. And then we got down to Idaho Springs. And that's when I started feeling better because that's about 1,000-foot drop from we were
Right.
yeah.
They took you out there on a sled?
Well, that's how they got me around because you know.
I was going to say they took. You know what my first thought was is they took you out there on a sled, Art, but you found your way back. That's the first thing that went through my mind.
I like the part where it goes.
Oh yeah, when I lost that trout, you know, here Rick was trying to pull the line in and unhook it, and the thing just flips off the hook and it goes plop plop, whoop, right back down the hole.
You know, I did that ice fishing one time many years ago in Michigan, and I got to fish about 2 hours on Sunday afternoon and arrived there Saturday morning.
Wow.
Yeah, it took all that time to cut the hole to put the boat in, for Christ's sake.
Oh my God! Hey, you use some of this for bait.
Can't believe y'all didn't see that coming. Now, where'd you get that, Tater? Where'd that come from?
That's a secret.
Boy, you ain't that big. I can whoop you, I think. I believe I bring Bob Casey with me. I believe we can take you.
Okay.
I could come over and kick him in the shins.
My wife made this.
Can you kick that high, Art?
Hey, it don't matter how high you kick; it's how hard you kick.
Yeah.
Well, Art would cheat because he's got them walking sticks, and so he'd lean back on them and kick you with both feet at the same time, kind of like a kangaroo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I always think it has two swords. You remember those sword canes where they pull the daggers out?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
See,
Don't give him any ideas.
Yeah, you don't want to get a crutch in the crotch.
Yeah.
Yeah, there.
Oh man, that's gotta hurt.
Hello, Lloyd.
Hey, Lloyd, I'll be right back, Art.
In high school, I had a football player. Thought he was being cute. He picked me up like this, and I go, "You don't want to do that." And
No.
I kicked him right in the nuts, and he dropped me like that. He never messed with me after that.
Golly.
Oh man, that's great, Art.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mess with Art.
No, sir. That's the best place to kick them, though.
Mm-hmm.
My best friend's sister kicked me there one time so hard I came up off the ground.
Oh boy.
And it took me 15 years to conceive tater tots since then.
It's imagine how you can levitate, huh?
That's right, man. It took me a week to get my voice back.
Well,
And the
now,
thing was, I didn't do nothing. Somebody else pinched her, and she thought it was me, and she kicked me because I was the person right behind her.
now, see there, Tater. See the level of the tone in your voice. You
Yeah.
said it took you a week to get it back.
Oh, I still ain't all the way back.
How long do you think it took me to get it back?
Oh God, that's a good.
Because it
20
wasn't my
years.
friend's sister; it was my sister.
Oh
Oh,
God, that's the
boy.
worst kind, man.
Oh man.
Ouch.
Yeah, sisters can be mean as hell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
Well,
I know brothers can too. My little brother is mean. He's bigger than I am.
my little
Right.
brother can be mean. One night in the middle of the night while I was sleeping, because we shared a room and my two sisters shared a room, my brother decided that he was going to be funny, and he filled one of my hands with shaving cream,
Oh, the old shaving cream.
and then he drug a string across my face a couple times. Yeah.
You know, somebody did that to me in the military. They put shaving cream on my phone and they called it. And I answered the phone. It's 2 a.m. and I didn't know what happened to me. I thought I went deaf right immediately as soon as I put that shaving cream in my ear.
Yeah. Well, I got my brother back.
What'd you do?
The old thing about a pot of warm water.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's
It-
a
Does it
dirty
work?
trick.
It's true.
It works.
It is. It
warm
does
water.
work. It does work. Yeah.
I have always wondered if that works. I've heard
Yeah.
people say it, but
Yep.
man,
It doesn't work on everybody, but most people
Yeah.
it does work. If they're sleeping and you dip their hand in a pot of lukewarm, it can't be hot, just kind of lukewarm water,
Okay.
but warmer than tepid.
yeah.
They will, yes, it will absolutely open the valve.
Wow.
Yep.
That is cool.
Don't get no ideas now. I don't want to be responsible for you getting an iron skillet in the head in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Oh man, I learned real quick. Don't go there with her no more. She when she had me pick up that baby skunk, I don't believe her half the time, but that skunk sprayed me right in the face.
Oh.
We'll never ever forget that. Now I don't believe her anymore. If she says something I'm not sure about, I Google it.
Yeah. Right.
So maybe
Tater?
they're too little to spray at that age.
I'd have thought
That's
you'd know
crap.
better anyway.
Not really. She worked at a vet's office, so I thought she knew, you know.
Oh.
I figured, she's an expert or been around the experts.
Yeah.
No, that ain't the case.
She sized
No.
you right up for that one.
She was an expert. She took right short care of you.
She
Yeah.
did. And the problem was she had to ride home with me.
Oh.
Yeah, it was rough. But then the dog, you seen the video, the dog got hit. I promise you, to this day, that's probably been 3 months ago. Every time we wash that dog, it smells like skunk. And I am not
Oh.
kidding.
Oh wow.
Oh man.
Even the vet doesn't understand it.
Did you try shaving the dog and starting over?
That's a that's a good idea, actually. I don't know. He was losing hair as it was.
You know what's really funny is calling up a dog grooming place and ask them if they'll shave your girlfriend's schnauzer.
You just tell them you don't have time to do it.
Yeah, and her dog needs shaving too.
Yeah. That sounded like Annie Rooney right there.
Oh
No,
my
that
God.
sounds like Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah,
right
Yeah,
there.
right. Yeah, there
I'll
you
tell
go.
you, I get no respect at all.
There you go. That's a good one. Alexa, tell me a joke.
Man, I'm going to do that.
Alexa, stop.
Yeah.
Everybody's Alexa.
You know that business about every time anybody on the internet does that, I have two of them. They both go off and start telling jokes, and yet there's something that they can put. They put like if somebody on TV were to say it, it won't kick it off. If
Oh,
in a commercial
really?
on TV, yeah, there's a certain frequency or something mixed in with it that it causes it lights up, but then it shuts off. It causes it to ignore it. But way back, the funniest thing I remember about that, way back when it first started, you all
Right.
know South Park, don't you?
Yeah, oh yeah. Colorado.
South Park, the cartoon.
Yeah, it's in Colorado. That's
Yeah.
where it
Oh,
takes
okay.
place.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
well, South Park, way back in the early days of the Echoes, one of the little cartoon characters in South Park starts saying at the top of his lungs, "Alexa, order the box set of the South Park series,"
Oh my gosh.
and caused a fury.
That's genius, man.
Hey, wait a minute. Cancel, Alexa. Don't order it.
Yeah. That's genius.
But she's trying to buy it.
Have you seen
Cancel. Thank you.
See, that's
Sorry,
why-
guys. I hope I didn't do it to yours.
I don't want the government
Yeah, better
listening in
check.
on me because
But
I think Alexa tied in with the government.
Oh, Tater,
that's funny.
Tater, you got a phone like this right here, right?
Yeah, but I got it turned off.
And they can turn it on, and they
That-
can listen
That don't matter.
in, turn
As
it
long
off.
as long as you got it, that's all that matters.
Well, I know
Oh.
they can triangulate you, but can they turn the mic on anytime?
Yep. Yep.
And the camera on.
Yep.
Oh Lord, hold on just a minute.
Law enforcement can do it too. Uh-oh, Tater Top must be getting into something.
No, his Echo was buying box sets of.
Oh, he's gonna fix that phone.
Oh well, Art. There goes your live stream. It's going to be. It's going to be confiscated.
No, that was just a bow. It's okay.
If I wasn't still making the payments on it, I'd do it.
Yeah.
Well, Mark, in the old days when you used to be able to take a battery out of a mobile phone, that was
Yeah.
the only way to do it. Nowadays, it isn't.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
Turn it
boy.
on to control it. Your smart TV, if it's got any voice commands or if it's
Right.
got a camera on it, they can be triggered.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dang, so they got us wired then.
Your webcam, they can turn that on anytime they want to too.
Yep.
Man, that's kind of scary.
Yeah, it's
Watching-
1984, and we all just voluntarily walked in.
That's why I have a cover on mine, and now I can do that.
No, Steve, you have the cover on yours for when you're at the. Never mind. Something.
Man, I had no idea. I mean, I knew they could do a lot of stuff like that, but I didn't thought they had to have a warrant or. But of course,
Well,
they can do what they
there's-
want behind the
there's-
scenes.
They're supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, really, how many
Yeah.
times has that happened?
Yeah.
The construction of the cell towers and all of that infrastructure was all subsidized by the government because the
Man.
government wanted everyone to have this smartphone.
Mhm.
Yeah, they got you hooked
Yep.
on it.
And
Now,
wait,
everybody's a cyborg now.
when the 5G network comes on, and then you have your receiver inside your home or router,
Oh, shoot.
guess what? It's going to be running through your home too.
Oh my goodness. See, I'm worried everybody's going to grow a third leg with that 5G. I don't know how that's going to work.
Well, the girls are going to look kind of funny.
Yeah.
I already got a third leg, huh?
See what you
I don't do
So-
anything interesting enough for anybody to want to spy on anyway, so I don't even worry about it. If they want to spy on me, more power to them.
Yeah, I mean,
All
If they
the
want to,
girls
if they
will
start
look like-
spying on me, they'll make money.
Yeah.
they may have a weekly show about me I don't even know about, you know.
Like Lloyd is saying, like the NSA really wants to hear what we have to say.
Yeah, right. Hey, maybe we could get the FAA to tune in and,
Yeah.
and
There
listen to
we
what
go.
we have
Well,
to
you know,
say. Yeah.
if they start talking about, like what Tater just did a minute ago, and include the FAA in that, and maybe something made of plastic, and
Yep.
I guarantee you the NSA would turn that all over to the FAA.
Dadgum, that is weird.
Yeah, and they're going to blame it on Art because it's on his show.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. He's responsible. He's running the stream. I've heard they
Yeah, I
always go.
need the watch hours.
He's
up there.
the ringmaster.
Art, because of you.
He's
Quick
the
commercial.
ringmaster.
Get your pigeon jerky.
Yeah,
That's right.
I need the watch hours. NSA is spying in on me.
Yeah, y'all have a show about him.
Hello, Rick Halber.
Hey, Rick.
Hey, Rick, how you doing, buddy?
Becky.
Wasn't there a TV show about what was that movie about that guy that his life was a TV show and
Truman.
Oh, the Truman Show.
Truman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he didn't know it.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was a great movie too.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Kind of prophetic, actually, you know.
It really is when you think about it nowadays, with everybody wired up like we are.
Or think about The Matrix.
Oh, yeah.
No.
That is very true.
Exactly.
We may be in the Matrix.
We are in the Matrix, just so you know.
Even Elon Musk thinks that.
Yep.
Now, have you been smoking weed?
No, I don't smoke that stuff.
But
In my old days, when I used to do that stuff, that's how
try
we
some of this.
What if we're just like
Oh,
floating
yeah. CB.
there,
CBD.
you know, the
That's
whole universe?
Good stuff right there, folks.
Yeah, but I won't say what's inside of here.
Oh, yeah. We may not want to know.
Well, that's like we actually live in the fourth dimension because you have to live in the dimension above in order to see three dimension.
You know what? I never thought about that, and that makes sense.
And we are in the Matrix, by the way. We just
Wow.
haven't been opened up to it yet.
Man, that is crazy. You ever think they may be
Well,
gearing
Steve-
everybody up to?
None of us are, you know how like Keanu Reeves, when he goes into the regular world, the bad guys of the Matrix come chasing him, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
just none of us are bad guys. So they're not chasing us
That's
Yeah.
true. They may be after this show's over.
yet.
Right, the one guy with the glasses who kind of talks weird.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know who. Somebody over there.
Lloyd says, as long as it's not Soylent Green, he's good with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh, Soylent Green was great.
that was a good movie.
Yeah.
that was. a
Yeah,
good
it was.
movie.
Oh, did you hear Robert Conrad passed away?
Yep.
Oh,
I didn't know
Okay.
that.
84
How about Kirk
years old.
Kirk Douglas.
Kirk Douglas,
died.
102 or
103.
something.
103.
Yeah.
Oh. Man,
Yeah.
I remember when he was in those pirate movies back in the day in black and white.
Yep.
Yeah, smart.
Man.
He was in 20,000 Leagues Under the
Yeah.
Sea.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wasn't he?
Yeah.
What was that other movie? Who was in Ben-Hur? Who was that guy?
Oh,
Oh,
that
That
was,
was
Charlton
Charlton Heston.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was such a good
But
movie. man.
Spartacus was Kirk's big
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I
And,
like Kirk Douglas in The Vikings. I don't know if you guys remember that one.
I
Yeah.
love
I
that show,
love
man.
that movie.
And Robert Conrad, he did some other stuff, but he really got famous in Black Sheep, right?
Black Sheep
Yeah.
Squadron.
Sheep
Yeah.
and
Squadron.
Bob Black Sheep.
Squadron leader of the
Wild
Black
Wild
Sheep.
West too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wild Wild West. He did that before Black
Yeah.
Sheep. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Orson Bean also
Oh,
died
yeah,
too.
Orson
No
Bean.
kidding.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was in auto
I didn't
act.
know he was still alive.
Yeah.
Dang.
Who was that,
I
Mike?
did-
Remember the guy who used to be on game shows back in the 70s?
Yeah, he was like the
Orson Bean.
Oh yeah.
game
Yeah, he
show
died.
host.
Today?
Every day.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, he
wow.
was killed
Well,
in auto
there's
accident.
the three.
Yep, there you go.
I was wondering about that. Yep.
Good. I'm safe.
Yeah,
Good for another week.
Another week,
Yeah.
another day.
well, Mel Brooks and Carl Reiner and all those guys are. Oh, whew,
Yeah.
missed that one. Hey,
Man.
Steve
Yeah.
Mack saying he said
know-
he was hit by a car.
Yep.
Wow.
Wow, so
Man.
wasn't even old age with Orson Bean, huh?
Carl Reiner is 97.
Hang on a second. I'm going to go check on Tater Tot, make sure he's not burning
Well,
anything up.
what the hell? We got to hang on for it. Go ahead and do it. No
Yeah.
problem.
And Mel Brooks. All those guys are in their 90s. There's
Yeah, they're all getting up there.
a couple
91
other
and
guys.
hit by a car. Boy, that's what a rough way.
Yeah.
Ah.
There was
Well,
a
God bless
Mel
for
Brooks had a
91.
special. Mel Brooks had a special or there was something. There was a documentary with him, and I think he he hangs around with Alan Arkin and Rob Reiner, and they like go over to each other's house. They go over to their house every night for dinner, kind of thing. They're a bunch of old guys, and that's all they do is hang around together. And it was really a heartwarming special. I'm trying to remember. I know it had Mel Brooks, and it was either Alan. It wasn't Alan Arkin. I think it was Rob Reiner that he was best buddies with.
Carl Reiner or Reiner?
We're all not in our 80s and 90s yet, and we're already hanging around together.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm always the oldest one, and we got to find us an old fart, somebody older than me.
Fire extinguisher. Oh.
Let me go get me some more coffee. I'll be right back.
All right.
I was
good to
wondering how
have
long
a-
it was going to take. I wonder how long it was going to take Mel to get the idea of me sitting here drinking coffee.
There you go.
Oh yeah, he likes that coffee.
Yeah.
I think he drinks coffee more than most people I've seen.
Him and Jim Boyd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jim
I drink
Boyd
4 or 5 cups a day.
That guy is like directed IV into his system.
Yeah.
I'd like to see an IV bag hanging down from him one of these days.
Yeah.
Mikey drinks a lot of coffee. Drinks coffee.
Coffee. Yeah, that's
Coffee.
different.
But
Well, what'll be interesting is tomorrow with Paul and
Oh,
Rodney and Ron Lockwood and who else is there? Dennis coming on up, and Mikey's
Dennis,
gonna.
and Rodney Bell and Mikey. Yeah.
Those four are going to be wired for the rest of their lives after they get a hold of Mikey's coffee.
Oh,
Philly will never be the same.
Yeah, coffee.
Coffee.
See, down here we
You know,
say
I grew up-
coffee.
Coffee. I grew up in Philly, and that's how they talk. Coffee, and they say on and off, turn the
Off.
light on, and they don't say always. They say always, always,
Always.
always. He's always late. He's always late. You know?
Yeah, the Canadians use the boat sound like ought.
Yeah. About.
Yeah, they got to take the
About
builders.
A.
Yeah,
a boat.
a boat.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's almost, and then when you get down to Minnesota, it changes just a little bit. About, or I don't know how they say it. I can tell somebody from Minnesota though for sure. In
Yeah.
Wisconsin,
You guys hear about that new Starbucks type of coffee they came up with, the Viagra special?
No.
no,
No, but I'll bet
You're
this
up
is
all
a
night.
joke, isn't it? You're up all
I don't know, man.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you. What a crowd, huh?
What a crowd.
Hey.
Rough crowd.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know, Tater, I never even heard a Southern accent until I was in my teens, and actually we went on a road trip to Florida, and I was like 12, and we left Philadelphia, and we're heading down into Carolinas, South Carolina somewhere, and we stop at a diner, and the waitress says, "Y'all want grits with that?" Now, not only didn't I know what y'all meant, I didn't even know what grits were at the time, and I looked at her like she was from Mars. Y'all want grits with that?
Man, grits is a staple. If you don't know what grits are around here, they'll
I
hang
never
you.
heard. Well, we called it cream of wheat or farina or some other strange name for whatever they call grits. But
Man,
to this day, I have never eaten grits, nor will I.
oh man, you got to have shrimp and grits at least one time in your life, man.
Hey, Bill, Metro Drones, welcome to the show.
Oh, hi, Bill. How you
Hey,
doing?
Bill, and you got to try chicken and waffles.
Well, chicken and waffles I've tried. That I've tried.
Good stuff.
I've had collard greens
Oh God, I love collard greens.
Yeah.
and black-eyed peas.
See, if
Black
I
Eyed Peas had them, yeah.
let me ask y'all a question: if you were on death row and you had one final meal, what would it be?
Oh, prime rib, mashed potatoes, and gravy.
That sounds
I don't
good.
know. I don't know. I'd probably have to go for the lobster tail with drawn butter and
Yeah, there you go.
king
Yeah, I just
crab's
gotta
legs
pick a
and all that
filet
kind of
mignon.
stuff.
Oh God, yeah, that sounds good
Oh.
too.
Yeah, but that's not good. That's not good for you.
A ribeye with giant
It is.
It's not good. It's not good for you, Mike. It's like when they get the guy strapped out in a gurney and they're going to stick the needle and to stick the needle in him, they swab it with alcohol first. You know,
Yeah.
We got to keep him alive so we can kill
make sure he doesn't get any infections.
Right. Man, that's what I've always wondered that too. It's like, why do
Yeah.
kamikaze pilots wear helmets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're happy with it, Lone. And there's another box went in the mail to you here Wednesday. You might have got it today or Monday. Might come Monday.
Bob Casey wants to know what I would have, and this is exactly what I would have. I would like to have my mama's cat head biscuits, buttermilk biscuits with fresh squirrel gravy to dip the biscuits in, and that would be my final meal.
Cat head biscuits.
Cat head biscuits, man. You can't beat a cat head biscuit. You know what that is? Why do you think I keep a cat around?
Scared the shit out of my cat with that.
For those of you up north who don't know what a cat head biscuit is, that's a biscuit that's about big as a cat's head.
Ah, I get it now. All right.
In other words, you get two of them, you open them up, and you cover them with gravy and a couple
Oh,
of eggs on top.
Yeah, man.
You got it going on.
That's
Yep.
so good, man.
Hmm.
So good. But you got to have somebody that knows how to cook it right.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you like that power bank. That's a pretty cool little gadget. Solar powered, charges itself up, and then you can charge your stuff off of it. It's
Ken
pretty cool.
Hoffbauer had one of those. It's a little. He had it for his FPV drones.
Yeah,
that thing actually works great, man.
Yeah,
Steve,
they're
Carpenter brought one to spin up and let me charge my phone with it.
Yep, they're great. They're great little devices. And I bought that thing and figured I'd use it, and I never did. And I thought, well, it's Christmas time. Why don't I just give it away? So I did.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey,
I've
That's
already,
it.
This one,
that's
I've had-
it.
I've
this
had
one is
for years. And this one now, the new model, it's also wireless charger too.
Oh,
cool.
man, that is cool.
They make them in several models. This is the 10,000, and then the 20,000. I use it for when I'm traveling with out in the field to recharge my camera batteries.
Man,
yeah,
I need one of them.
this is a 20,000
Yeah,
here, and this thing just goes forever.
yeah.
Man,
This thing goes forever.
It's identical to this. It's just bigger, and it's got lights on it too that'll flash an SOS signal on. But
Oh.
I'll
the
be right back, guys.
with the solar, it does take a long time to charge up.
oh yeah, but still though.
But it was so funny because I've had these for so long, and there's Malmo's, the Brig, the one guy there that worked waiting tables and stuff. He went over there and got a job working in Yellowstone, and he was up there for the winter, but he was also there in the summer, and he was never, his battery was always going dead where he could get to an area for a phone call. So I shipped him one of these. When he got back, he had a grin on his face, happy as could be, because even when he was up there, he'd just plug it in, leave it up in the sun, and it's recharging it while you're using it.
Man, that is cool.
What's the brand on that thing?
This is
Steve, I
a
don't remember.
this is a
Lone,
Valvor,
yeah, Balvor, that's it.
and this is the best one out of
Level.
any of them I've ever had.
Man, I need to get one of them. I'll have to write that down.
It's got it on Amazon.
Oh, wait a minute. This is 30,000 milliamps. I didn't even realize
Oh,
it.
that thing's heavy then.
It is. Oh yeah, this is a big one. I mean, it's as big as my head. I mean, it's.
But is it solar
that's
charged?
big.
It doesn't solar charge though, does it?
No. But
Yeah,
it does.
see.
Believe it or not, it has two micro USB inputs, so you can charge it simultaneously with two different wall warts. Otherwise, it takes a week to charge this stupid thing.
Oh
You
yeah,
know, so-
yeah.
Yeah, it's just and it was on. I got it. I don't know, year and a half ago, and it was on sale for like $17 or some stupid ridiculous amount of money on Amazon. It was so I bought one. Works great.
Mitch, I could charge that thing for you in about 3 minutes.
Well, it's kind of limited to what it'll take through those charge ports.
And,
Well,
and this-
who said charge ports?
Well, I know.
I got a big ground cable and a big arc cable from my stick welder that I put 230 amps into that thing, and it'll be charged in about 3 seconds.
Yeah, it'll be charged.
Of course, you'll never use it again, but it'll be charged.
Hey, is that
It'll be
USB-C?
smoking.
yeah,
Be smoking.
and USB.
Man, I need one of them.
They're pretty cool, Tater. If
Man.
you'd have been to my live stream at Christmas, you might have got a chance to win it, but
I know. I was getting
Lone Spanker won it.
dadgummit. That's all right. Well, at least Lone Spanker got it.
And then
Low.
the 20,000 gives you 2 of each. I don't know if you can see it in the air.
Oh yeah, I see it. It's USB 3.
Oh, one's a USB 3 too.
Yeah.
Wow, that's what I'm talking about. Man, Steve ain't playing.
And this is the 20,000.
No, between Steve and Rick, they got all the cool toys.
They do, man.
I tell you what.
I've had these when they first came out. I want to say almost 8 years ago. At least 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Not this brand. It was another brand. And then the battery started going dead on it.
That was what I was going to ask. How long does the batteries usually live for those things?
Years.
Oh,
You're not,
Long time.
you're not charging it that often. This 10,000 will charge my iPhone about 2.5 times.
Wow. And it charges, what volt does it charge at? Is it like fast charging or?
Oh yeah. Well, if I push it on, you'll see it here. You push the button on the side, just line up,
Oh, yeah. It's got 3 bars.
and then with this, there it kicks on, and it's charging my phone, so it's wireless.
Man, that is so cool.
And you use the wireless. If your phone will charge wireless, it will fly charge.
Wow. See, I've got a Pixel 3 and it uses USB-C, and I don't have, if you don't have their special 15-volt adapter, it'll take 42 years to charge this thing.
Yeah, it won't go into.
Yeah,
You
because
you ever seen one like this?
Ooh, that looks like one of those old Rever Ready batteries you put in the.
Yeah, but this thing here is 10,000 milliamp, but it's got a RJ45 connector, which is a network connector.
Yeah.
And this is also got a wireless router built into it. So you travel with this thing and you stay in a hotel. Wow. This was back in the days before all the hotels had wireless. So you basically plug this into the internet connection that's at the base of the lamp or wherever they used to have it, and then turn this on, and it becomes a wireless router that'll handle up to 5 devices. So I could hook my Roku streaming stick up, my notebook up, and I'd have my own whole little internet empire in the hotel room with this thing. Plus it's got a USB port to power. You can charge your phone and everything else off of it.
Cool.
So that's a pretty neat little gadget that I hardly use anymore because I don't travel much.
And
What
then-
is that?
that's for my camera battery. This is a portable charger, and I plug it
Holy shit.
back. So when you,
I can't keep up with you, Steve. I'm sorry. You win.
Steve is the man, man. I'm
Steve,
telling
you win. You win. I'm out. I've taken my shot with the. Oh no, I haven't. No.
Oh no!
Hang
here
on.
We go.
Here we go. Oh, now we got. Oh, mine's bigger. Oh, yeah, I got this one. Yeah. Well,
now it's charging my camera battery up.
How about this bad boy?
So now you're charging your battery up for your camera.
Hey,
All off from the power charger. 100%
Yeah.
hands free.
it slices, it dices, it makes julienne fries.
All right,
This is the
Steve.
last one I've got.
All right,
I got
Steve.
thank you, Art.
This lasts 15 seconds.
Okay. All right, you
All right.
guys. I got the thing right here that's going to beat all y'all.
Oh,
Okay, ready
Okay,
for
go
this?
ahead, Mel.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Now,
Go ahead.
first, I want you to see the shape.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, it's key ring.
Now, Now I'm going to turn it around so you can see what it really is. And you guys are going to be amazed now. I want you all to just take a deep breath and be real careful. I mean, this is an 8 gigabyte
Whoa!
USB stick. Okay?
Oh man, high tech.
Don't all get all excited. now.
All right, hey Art, you're gonna have to make me big for this one.
Oh,
You're gonna have to make
okay.
me big for
Here
this
we
one.
go. Here we go.
You're gonna have to. I mean, this. You're gonna have to do this because no, the other way. All me, Art.
Oh, okay.
No, that's all you. No, make it all me.
Hey, calm down.
Bob Casey needs some
Well,
music.
he's moving us around.
You're moving us around now. On my thumbnail, there's a little square in the upper left-hand corner, and you got to click on that one.
Oh, there we go.
There he is.
Okay. All right, guys. Here it is.
Good Lord, man.
Here
What
it
is
is.
that?
It's got a handle on it.
Is that
It
a
is-
nuclear reactor?
It is 50,000 milliamps of battery power. It has an AC outlet in it and an inverter. It's got flashlights in it.
Oh my God.
It's got blinkers and flashers. Take this, Steve Carpenter. And it's got all kinds of USB ports and plugs and 12 volt
Mitch,
things and everything.
Does it play music?
You know, if you plug it, I could plug a stereo into it. That's for sure.
Well, then it plays music.
This is what I got for like 24-hour power outages or something. If a hurricane hits, at least I know I can charge up everything. I can power a very small
yeah.
appliance, but it's too big to carry around. It's too big and heavy to carry around with you everywhere. But it really is quite a neat little gadget, especially the inverter.
That would be
especially
handy
the-
for power outages and things.
Yeah, especially the inverter. You know, the inverter in it, which gives you.
I could get Miss Tater to carry that and pretend it's a purse.
Yeah,
And plug stuff into it.
Yeah,
and it's
but
got
you-
the
but-
USB 3.0 outlet to fast charge your cell phone too. You know, the one that gives you
I can
3 amp.
stop all of you guys.
Oh, here we
I
go.
just got this on eBay.
What?
It's
Oh
a-
my God, that's a impeachment pen.
Yes, and
I recognized it.
No, that isn't the impeachment pin. That's the acquittal pin.
That's right. That's the acquittal pin.
What is it? The piddle pen?
The piddle pin.
Yeah, about right.
Man,
Man.
I tell you, there are some people that are just melting down right now. You know, it's just
yeah.
we're all having a good time laughing about it, and
Save that for tomorrow, Mel, on my show.
I've got the solution already. Here's what we do. We mail a case of those blow-up boxing gloves down there to all the people in Congress, and we ship a whole bunch of Redenbacher popcorn down there. We let them go at it. We get the red gloves, big blow-up gloves on one, and the blue blow-up gloves on the other one, and then whoever's standing after 15 minutes can run the show.
that's a bad idea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That'll be
I-
fun to watch, though, wouldn't it? Wouldn't
Yeah,
you like
but-
to see Pelosi trying to punch Donald with one of those
yeah,
big
but
blow-up
she-
gloves on?
She'd have a shiv inside that.
Yeah,
yeah. They don't play fair, so
Yeah.
yeah. There you go.
That's true.
Oh,
I didn't
no.
think about it.
they'd be running around popping everybody else's blow-up gloves.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I had to go to the hospital yesterday because my mom's back in the hospital.
Oh,
Again?
Oh, man.
But I couldn't miss this because the Orange County Register, which we've gone Democrats here in California, somebody wrote that on the newspaper.
Oh, my God. I'm surprised it's
I had to take it. I just had to take it.
I don't blame you.
So
I'm
you
surprised
want to
it's
hear
still-
you want to hear a funny story? The guy that owns a cigar shop around the corner here, where I go out and buy cigars.
You got to
he's
send
a
me some.
He's a Canadian, and he's a liberal. And
Ah.
he's a Canadian who's a liberal.
He's a
and-
cannibal.
And he comes down here and enjoys everything this country has to offer. The doctors, he runs a business here and enjoys the capitalism. But he's
Wow.
a friggin' Democrat. But he can't vote, so I give him. I keep rubbing that into his face. But he has a TV in the shop, and it's always got CNN on. And I walk in there and I say to him, "What the?" I said, I can't come in
you
here if
told
you're
me this.
playing
I
that.
remember
If
this.
you're playing CNN, well, yeah, but I went in there yesterday or 2 days ago, and he's got CNN on, and I decided I wanted to sit there, and it's got a lounge, so I said I'll sit here smoke a cigar. So CNN's on, and he says, and CNN is talking about Trump won, okay, and their little girl, Info Babe, one of the ones with the attitudes, has actually got one of their reporters telling her how bad it is for the Democrats. Okay, so he's spouting on about what a great week Trump is having. And everything. Now this is CNN, and she's got this look of panic and terror on her face. And Jimmy turns to me and he says, "You see, CNN's not biased." And just as he said that, this guy gets done talking, and she looks at him and goes, "Oh." And this is this terrible sigh of disapproval. And I looked at Jimmy and I said, "That's what I'm talking about." He couldn't say a word about it.
Can we all agree, though, that Fox has the hottest news anchors?
No doubt, with the best
Oh,
legs.
my God.
And they always put them right on the end, right on
they
the
like
end,
to show
Oh,
'em
yeah.
off.
right on the
That's-
end of the table. They got
What's that?
They got those.
Sandra lady? Sandra something or Sandra?
Well, that
God.
Kimberly Guilfoyle, man, she hit the jackpot.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
really
she
Trump
got
Jr.,
gobbled
right?
up by Trump Jr. there, man.
Yeah. I wonder
man,
why
no,
she left the
they
show,
do.
and now all of a sudden I see them together. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I miss
Yeah.
those legs, but
I heard someone say that whenever they announced the verdict, that someone was outside screaming, "Slit their throats" or something. I don't know what that was about, but I guess he got arrested. But he was like, I was like, my gosh, I mean, they can get rid of him easy. Just wait 5 years.
Yeah.
And that's all they got to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Don Jr. will probably run.
or Ivanka.
Or Ivanka.
Yeah, or
No,
Ivanka,
she
yeah.
can't. She's not a natural citizen.
His daughter is.
right.
Wait a minute. Am I thinking about the
can.
daughter or the wife?
The wife
No,
The
is
wife can.
The wife isn't, but the daughter can. The daughter's a
right,
citizen.
right.
Oh, can you run for president if you've been?
You have
No,
to be a
no.
citizen.
U.S.
Gotta be a
citizen.
natural born, okay.
You
Oh,
can be
okay,
anything if you want to just be in the government, but to be president, you have to be a natural born citizen.
I was thinking of Schwarzenegger.
Oh, yeah, no, he could be governor or he
Yeah,
be a
okay.
senator, but he can't be
He was.
president.
He was
Right.
California.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. That's
And,
what made me.
You know, the other day, Obama was at lunch and went to lunch at a place where Trump was, and he leaned over and he said, "Hey, Donald, how do you sleep at night knowing all these people in America hate you?" And Donald simply replied, "Naked with a supermodel, and that's Mr. President to you."
Yeah. Man.
I swear, before he is done with his presidency, after the mic drop that Obama did and says, well, at least someone will be president,
Yeah.
he's got to be able to go up there and said, I am president, and then just walk away. When he needs to do that on his last day in office.
Oh yeah, that would be so cool. He probably would do it though. I mean, he's the ultimate troll though. I mean, he is. It's like he's 2 moves ahead of them always. It's always knows what they're gonna do, and I mean, he's
Amazing considering how stupid he is, right?
well,
Yeah,
hey,
right.
I mean, just ask him how stupid he is. You
The
know,
most
he outsmarts
successful
him.
people.
He outsmarts him 4 ways from Sunday, but he's stupid.
You'll outsmart them bigly.
it's all about who you surround yourself with.
There you go, Mike. High five. No,
See, Art, we're talking politics, Art, and you said it couldn't happen.
It's our
Yeah.
place.
So, hey,
Saturday
How about
night
them
is-
drones?
Hey,
And
man,
we're
everybody?
having fun about it.
Afternoon.
How
By the
about
way,
them
I've
drones?
got, former Congressman Thaddeus McCotter as my guest. You probably recognize him.
Oh yeah,
Guy on Fox with Greg Gutfeld.
yep.
He was a congressman from the 11th district in Michigan, and he served. But his last term was 2012 when he decided to run for president. And
Okay.
his campaign kind of just didn't go anywhere. And oh, there was this somebody on the staff who forgot to turn in the paperwork for him to run for Congress again.
Oh, no.
Y'all remember Ross Perot? Can I finish? Can I finish?
Can I
finish? Now, if you look at this pie chart here, I've got it all figured out on what we're going to do to get everything back on track.
Just like
That's
him.
good. That's very
Yeah,
good.
Very good.
Dang, that's perfect.
But you know what? If you remember, Russ Perot was a very prophetic guy. Remember the giant sucking sound? Remember?
Yeah.
That was when NAFTA first came along. Perot
Yeah.
came along and he says, "What you hear is a giant sucking sound of all the jobs going to Mexico," and nobody took him seriously.
I went to the Smithsonian.
Me and Miss Jenny believed him. We knew what was going to happen. If he was right, he knew exactly what was going on.
All right, if you're going to do impressions, I'm going to have to drag
here
out
we
the-
go.
the
Well,
one.
you
Here we
started
go.
it with damn Perot. Don't go there
All right.
now.
Here we go. I like them biscuits. I like that mustard on them biscuits. You know, I like to down here say Carl is my name, and
Oh,
I
no.
just got out of the home not too long ago. And some folks call it a sling blade. I call it a Kaiser blade. It's got a blade on it shaped kind of like a bandana, sharp on one side and dull on the other. Anyway, that's my sling blade.
That's your Billy Bob, huh?
Yeah, that was the best movie ever.
Well, that was his first. Wasn't that his first movie? And he wrote that and everything.
Yeah.
Billy Thornton. Yeah,
Oh yeah, when he
Yeah.
wrote
Yeah.
Lee Spanner.
he wrote it and acted in it. Yeah.
Everybody in that movie was from Arkansas, and the accent was true because the old people here say things like "directly," like I'm gonna be over there, but it'll be directly, okay?
Correct.
My grandmother used to say that, and they would say little things like that that a true person that was raised in that area know that the people say, and they nailed it 100% spot on.
No, who I thought gave the best performance in that movie, besides Billy Bob Thornton, was
Lucas Black.
Dwight Yoakam.
Oh yeah, Dwight Yoakam was good.
And when he
who'd
put
have
thought-
in the
who'd have thought
wheelchair
Dwight
and
Yoakam
shoved
could
him
do
into the
that?
door, when they were arguing at the party there, I mean, I was cracking up. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been to parties like that.
Oh, I have
I never
too,
got-
man.
I never got
Somebody
sent
gets a little
to the
too
door,
drunk.
but, you know,
We ain't got no damn band. We ain't even got no instruments,
Right.
Charles. Yeah, I've seen it two times.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Oh yeah. Hey, I wonder what kind of cigar that was. Does anybody know?
Oh,
Mitch, did you ever get? You could
No,
capitalize
I never-
on that.
Yeah. No, I never did
it
find
was a
out.
Nashton.
A Nashton. See,
Yeah, it's really nasty Ashton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
see, he could have opened up his own line of cigars. Slick
Oh,
Willie
they
cigars.
were selling them. They already were. They
Oh,
had
okay.
them with a ring that said Lewinsky on them. I mean, there was a bunch of them.
Well,
on the
the-
market back then.
Somebody made a lot of money on that.
it's the
Yeah.
perfect humidor.
Oh, the only bad thing one time my friend played a joke on me. He had a little daughter that was still in diapers, and he would take care of it while his wife was at work. And he run by one day with a diaper in his hand, and he reached into the diaper and grabbed some poop and ate it. And turned green. I almost threw up. I'm just, oh my God. And he started laughing. He had taken a brownie and smushed it up and put it in that diaper. Well, about 3 weeks later, he came over to my house. He goes, "What have you been doing?" I said, "Oh, my girlfriend just left." And at the time, I was making myself some tuna fish with a tuna fish sandwich. So I just run my 2 fingers around the edge of that can and went over there and running under his nose real quick. I got his ass back. He turned more green than I did. I said, "Well, don't do that diaper thing on me again." That was a good joke, though. He really got me with that diaper.
That was
For about 3 seconds, I was just like, what am I saying? And then he just ate it. And I'm thinking, oh my God, what the hell's happened to this guy?
Yeah, maybe he's part dog.
No,
That
man.
That reminds me of the Baby Ruth in the swimming pool in Caddyshack.
Yeah, maybe that's where he got the idea. It could have been. Maybe he had just watched it not too long ago.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I had a friend who had a Labrador retriever, and he had it over at his parents' house, and they had a cat, and this dog was going through the cat box, and he came out and it looked like he had a little cigar.
Oh, Lord.
Man, they will definitely do some digging for gold in them cat boxes. You got to watch. And the bad thing is they want to come over and lick you in the face.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Dogs want to do that. The dogs,
Yeah, not the cats.
There's two guys, walking their dog. One's walking his dog in the park, and they sit down and take a break. And of course, the dog, he lays down and lifts his back leg, and he leans back there and starts licking, And one guy says, "Man, I wish I could do that." And the other guy says, "Yeah, but you might want to pet him first."
That's a good one, man.
who was it? There was a comedian once said, he said, if I could do that, I'd never leave the house.
Yeah,
That's
right.
right. That was that George Carlin?
George Carlin or somebody like that said, hell, he says, George Carlin was talking about the dog.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
His boss. Yeah,
It
he says,
took
"Damn,
me
if I
a
could do
long
that,
time
I'd
to
never
get George
leave the
Carlin.
house."
When I was a young guy, I didn't get George Carlin. It
Yeah,
was like I had to turn 40 or something, and then I started.
There you go.
yeah. You got to be.
It was weird, It was like all of a sudden one day, like, wow.
Well, he
that's just
changed.
funny right there.
He changed quite a bit as he got older, because
Yeah.
I'll watch some of the real early George Carlin, and I'll say to myself, that's not as funny as he usually is.
Yeah,
He got a lot more introspective and in his comedy as he.
I don't know how long ago it was, maybe 30 years ago or 35 years ago, something like that. He was doing this skit about the airport, gonna go fly somewhere, and stewardess come up and said, "Okay, everybody, come on, let's get on the plane, get on the plane." He looked at her and said, "Get on the plane." "Hell, I'm getting in the plane, lady."
Yeah.
Well,
And from then on, it was like I started getting his humor. It's like,
Yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
Like I'm always thought, what has he been smoking? And then he's like, why do they call them apartments if they're all together? Why do you drive on a parkway and park in a driveway?
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
Then I thought about it. I'm like, that makes sense. But then it's funny. But Mitch Hedberg, though, is one of my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh,
comics.
really? Yeah.
I got to work with him.
Did you really?
Just before he passed away, we were doing a comedy competition here in Colorado, and what they did is we went to different venues around the state and did shows, and I found him funny because he was so cerebral, kind of like that,
Yeah, yeah.
Carla,
Delivery.
yeah.
I think the thing that made George Carlin so good, especially as time went along, is he just took everyday life and,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and made it funny.
right.
And he could just dig into things, just like you're saying, like Mark was saying about, apartments. And he
Yeah.
would sit there and it would just be a lot of common sense, and you'd just
Yeah.
be going, duh.
It'd be something like Trader Tot would ask you, why do they call them apartments?
Yeah.
My favorite Mitch Hedberg is, I'm not very good at Mitch, but I'll try it. If at first you don't succeed, then skydiving's definitely not for you.
Mhm.
Or how
Hey,
about
we got Grant, Mr. Stay Drunk.
Hey,
Welcome.
Hey, Grant.
Mhm.
how about the first guy that jumps on the bungee jump when they're checking the length? And
Oh,
yeah. Who gets the hazard pay for that deal?
hey, Billy, make sure his wife gets a free T-shirt, okay? And shorten up that cable a little bit there.
There's my pocket knife here in case you need to shorten the length up just a little bit.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me check this insurance real quick. Yep, we're good.
Hey, Mark,
Yes, sir.
you a question about the painting.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a painting in the background?
Yes, it is, actually. It's a painting of a log cabin. My father-in-law was a member of the National Wild Turkey Federation, and he goes to a lot of the banquets, and this was one of the prizes as well as these deer. And when he passed away a couple of years back, I inherited those from him.
Oh,
So I keep them up just to kind of
So
remember.
who's the artist?
I
Terry,
don't know.
Rick's asking if it's Terry Redland.
Hang on, I'll tell you.
He's going to find out it's worth $600 million. Watch.
yeah, there you go.
Let's try to get him on that, okay?
And-
Oh man, what version? What version? You know. And then
Number
Yeah.
1 of 100.
Yeah. Oh, it's got Providence on the back. Look.
what's that on the back, Tater?
What's the certificate say on the back?
It's Terry Redland.
Hey, that's worth $600 million.
Is it?
No,
Well,
but it's worth
almost
about
right.
600,000.
It says $42.95 on this sticker.
Oh, okay.
42.95 out of how many?
Well, that's a hell of a bargain, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the kind of shit that only
Almost
happens to
got
other
it.
people. You know, you find some old piece of junk in the attic and you take it to one of these shows where they tell you what the stuff's worth, and the guy tells you it's worth $172 million.
Yeah, yeah.
like the copy of the Declaration of Independence that was found in the back of the paper in that one frame. The guy bought the painting for $10 at a
Yeah.
garage sale, and it was one of the original Declaration of Independence.
wow.
Yep.
He turned it around. They valued it at I don't know how many millions of dollars, but he gave it to the Smithsonian.
So is it worth something, you saying?
Yeah, that
What?
painting.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 600,000.
Well, hell, I'm headed to the pawn shop.
You better go to an awful good pawn shop.
I know. We need
Yeah.
to go with that Las Vegas pawn shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, y'all got to try this out if you haven't tried it yet. This is an Oculus Quest.
Oh, God.
Is that
Man.
one of
More
them VR
go- more
things you
go- more
download the app
goggles.
and put in your phone? Put your
No,
phone
you
in
don't.
it?
You don't put your phone in it. It's a standalone unit, and it is incredible, man. It's like having your own holodeck.
Oh, I had
It-
it.
Those are expensive, aren't they? Those things are expensive.
Cool.
This one's it's about $400. I got
Yeah.
it for Christmas birthday present, and it's incredible, man.
400.
Well, considering a regular headset that you connect to a PC that has enough horsepower to run a VR headset, it's a heck of a lot cheaper. If you've got I don't have a unit that can run that. So you need like a good GTX 1080 or something minimum to run stuff like that in decent quality. But this is using a Snapdragon processor. And the guy that programmed that is one of my heroes, John Carmack.
I don't know a lot about those things.
Man, if I put it on and tried one, and I had to have one. The experience was surreal. Everybody you put that on is just like unbelievable. It's fun to watch them from outside because there's one of these things where it's petting a little dragon that's actually grows, and it looks like it's 50 feet tall, and you see people walking around and putting their arms out to touch it. It's pretty cool, man.
Now,
I've
what
been-
happens? In other words, you're plugging that into your computer.
No, that one you don't have to. It's got everything built into it. It has two controllers that you hold, and it has cameras that sense the room, and you draw on the floor with one of the wands a virtual circle of where your perimeter is, and then it creates a holodeck-like wall around you. So anytime if you're in VR doing something, you click close to that wall, then it will start to materialize to let you know that you're going out of bounds.
The wildest
Oh,
thing,
wow.
what was the virtual reality the game that setup that Microsoft came out with? Because we have a Microsoft store here at the mall.
Yeah,
and
that's
you have
really
the
cool.
cartridges, for the different games that you play with it. But one of them is you're walking along and it's like on a ship, and and all of a sudden you went to the edge of it and you'd watch the people. They'd be going along, and all of a sudden it would get right to the edge, and it's like a sheer drop off. You'd see the people going like this.
Yeah. There's a game on this called Richie's Plank, and you get in this elevator and you ride up the elevator. When it opens the door, you're about 25 stories up, and there's a board that goes out, and you have to walk out on that board, and it looks like you're walking off the edge of this skyscraper, and people flip out.
Wow.
That.
It is really cool. If you get a chance, it's Oculus Quest. Look it up if you get a chance. They're hard to get right now.
Do they have porn for it?
Yes, sir, they do.
Oh, they do?
Why do you think I got it?
It's just an obvious question,
I
mean, if it wasn't, we wouldn't have internet if it wasn't for the porn.
The porn industry,
All-in-one VR gaming headset, 64 gigabyte, available right now on Amazon.
Yep, they got them.
$399.
Yep. Wow.
And it's all you need. And you download the apps and games you get from their store for about 15 or 20 bucks a piece.
Oh, that's what I asked you.
Can you wear them over glass? You wear them over glasses?
Yeah, they have an adapter that you can put into the goggles that makes room for glasses.
Now, what's the other thing? Does it go around your fingers or what?
No, you hold two controllers. Let me go grab those. I'll show them.
Okay, because I'm seeing these two other parts here.
Oops, I just messed up my camera.
These are the
Oculus Go standalone for $199.
Yeah, you don't want that one. You want the Quest. But
Oculus Quest.
These are the triggers. You grab stuff with this.
Yeah, that's what I seen in the ad. There's those things.
It's the coolest thing, man. It takes a lot to really blow somebody away as far as like been in PC gaming and all that stuff for a long time. This thing is unbelievable. I had to have one. I begged and begged.
We are in the Matrix, Mel.
Told you.
Yeah.
So you can be in the Matrix within the Matrix, see?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Or are you getting out of the regular Matrix and going into the real world?
Right.
I don't know. But they have Beat Sabers, one I like to play a lot. You have two lightsabers. It's like Guitar Hero, and these blocks come at you, and they have arrows on them, and you have to slice them with the right colored lightsaber. And it gives you a good workout. It's fun to play, and you
tell me more about the pornography.
Okay, well,
I mean,
it's a POV.
Lightsabers are okay, but
it's basically like you're the stud. I don't know what they call the men. The prop men are just the props, really. But yeah, it's like you're looking through their eyes. You look around.
Oh, I get you. Okay.
Hey, Mitch, I'll have to dig through my old floppy drives and see if I can find a set of Leisure Suit Larry for you.
I love Leisure Suit Larry. I played them all, man.
I remember Leisure Suit Larry. Yeah.
Leisure Suit Larry was awesome. That was the first. There was one that came out a long time ago. It was a text game back in the Zork days. It was called Farmer's Daughter.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, it was.
I never played many games. You remember Dungeons and Dragons when?
Yeah,
I still play that.
Yeah.
That was early. Atari kind of.
Well,
days.
there's a thing called Table Tavern or something like that. Tavern Tales, and you put the goggles on, and you can be in a virtual room with other people playing the Dungeons and Dragons tabletop game and looking at their avatars. And they look at yours, and you play the game, the pen and paper game, just like you're sitting in the same room.
I'll be darned. Hey, open up new live stream panels. We have live stream panels with VR.
It runs on Android. I was trying to see if we could get the DJI Go 4 app on it, side loaded on there, and put them on, and then you'd have kind of like an FPV workaround, but I haven't been able to figure out how that works yet.
Speaking of DJI Go 4, did you see Greg's show last night?
Yeah.
Um,
Yes.
With
Now, Mel,
had my drone hung up with
Yeah.
string.
Yeah. Green screen.
oh my God, Mel, is your thing still working?
My what?
Oh,
thing?
I'm in the middle now.
Yeah.
Man, we're shuffling all over the place.
Your anomaly. You had that.
I messed it up.
You remember
What?
when you were live streaming and you were talking to Greg, and they were saying that you have some situation where it works for you when it's not working for anybody else with the smart controller.
I think they were talking about live streaming in general from the drone.
Okay. And you said for some reason yours worked and they couldn't figure out why. Did they ever figure that out?
Nope.
It's still working?
Yeah.
Wow.
As far as I know. In
Okay.
That
fact,
worked easy last night. I mean, there's no problem there. Just put in the RTMP
yeah, but that
address
wasn't
and
streaming to YouTube. That was streaming to a
no, that
private
was streaming
server.
to his own server. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the issue was a lot of people are having trouble streaming to YouTube. And in fact, Tater, last night, what is tonight? Friday? Saturday?
Saturday night. Yeah.
So Friday night, Friday yesterday afternoon, I actually got Roosevelt's Phantom 4 working again and got him streaming.
That's what I'm talking about. That's
Yeah.
a good guy right there, man.
Yeah, he was having trouble. If he did video, I mean, people told him to replace his ribbon cables and do all these kind of funky things. And he did all this stuff and it didn't solve his problem. But he was being misguided because he could fly the drone. He could see the image from the camera on his tablet. He could record video,
Right.
download it, edit it, publish it to YouTube. His problem was when he would try to live stream to YouTube, the screen would like all go vertical and be all just lines.
Right.
Like it was scrambled?
Yeah, like it
Oh.
was a scrambled signal.
Okay.
And all the people that gave him all the advice, and he's fought with it for a couple months now.
Right.
What was the problem?
In
Did you just reload it?
In about 30 minutes yesterday, I had him live streaming. So
Was
So,
that
you know-
you doing all that every 5 seconds? My phone would go
Yeah.
ding and it'd
Yeah,
be
I've
another
seen that.
test.
that
from
was
Roosevelt.
that
was
was
you, huh?
Roosevelt.
Okay.
Him and I were testing and working on his setup. Unfortunately, he was 120 miles away, so we were doing this all over Skype and the phone, and then him streaming instead of me being able to actually just. If I could have just got my hands on the drone for 30 minutes, I'd have
Yeah.
had it done, but couldn't make it work that way, so we had to do it long distance. But yeah.
You know how Ken has those workshops where you can pay some money to have like an hour of his time? I think you need to do that because whenever I was with you and we did that live stream from your command center, I learned more in 6 hours about live streaming than most people do in a lifetime, it seemed like. That'd be
Well,
something good for
I
people to know.
appreciate that, Tater. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
man.
And if I thought anybody'd actually pay to hear me teach them, I'd do it. But I think I'm too rough. I'm too rough around the edges. I'm not refined like Mr. Heron is.
He's a pretty refined dude. I hope that works for him where he can do that and make a living at it. Just
Oh,
solely.
he's already making a living at it. He was making enough at it. Yeah, he's now he ain't gonna live high on hog, but he'll be all right.
Yeah.
But see,
He's up to like 120 now.
something like that.
15?
109.
Oh, okay.
Last I
Yeah.
looked.
Yeah, and he
That's
did
awesome, man.
hit 100,000 about a week ago, right?
No, Ken Heron hit 100,000
About a
3
month
months
ago.
A month
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
10
Yeah.
more grand almost already.
Yep.
Man.
Yeah, at around 70,000 subscribers, I think him and I were sitting having lunch one day, and I said, Ken, this is none of my business, and you can tell me to mind my own if you want to, but would you mind if I ask what your revenue from Google is with your current subscriber base and video time and all that? And he said then it was about 2,000 a month. But that's with all the watch hours that he gets on his live streams. That's
Right. Yeah.
all the videos that people watch.
Yep.
All the watch time on all his videos, his older ones and everything. and the advertising and the super chats and
Yeah.
everything. That's everything.
Sponsorships, yeah.
So now he's got a whole lot more going on. And if you notice, he brings in between 500 and 1,000 per live stream now in super chats.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
of which he gets 70%. So he gets, if he gets 500 a week in super chats, that's 2,000 a month. He gets 70% of 2,000. So he's getting 1,400.
Yep.
And
Now, is that 3 months behind? Is there like
no.
Amazon is 3 months behind if you have
If
an account with
Google
Amazon.
pays
They
you
pay
the next
3 months
month.
later. Yeah.
okay, so you're a
if you
month
ma-
behind.
if you make the threshold by like the 15th or whatever, then the 15th of last month, then the 15th of this month, you get that check from last month.
Okay, that's how
Yeah.
it works. And it's
30
30%. They take 30%.
They take 30% of everything.
Okay.
Be right back, guys.
I just
All
want to know what Ray Bob's credit card number is. That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
We need to get him in here, Art, and get you some money, buddy.
And they say
Yeah.
you can't buy love, right? You can't
Yeah.
buy love, they say. Yeah.
Well, you can buy a lot.
Well,
Art,
I-
I'm gonna head on out, buddy. We
Yeah.
went over
The board
2
I sent
hours.
him.
I don't want to shut you down, but
Rick, I'm missing out what you're talking about. It wasn't the board you sent him. I'm lost.
oh, you're chatting in the chat.
Yeah.
Art, I will see you hopefully tomorrow night. And Mel, I'll see you tomorrow night on your show.
All right.
And then,
Don't forget Art's place.
see you. Oh, okay.
gotta be
Okay.
there.
If I'm not out flying, I'll be there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'll
think
be
I'm
on
gonna
there
be
too,
working
man.
tomorrow some, so I don't know what my day schedule's totally gonna be planned out yet.
Are you
All
on
right,
a
but
set
I'll-
schedule, Mel? Or does it change?
Well, it depends on the day, really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Typically, if I'm going to stay down here in this area and work, I start at 7 and get off anywhere from noon to 5.
Okay.
And if I'm going to go up north, I got to clock in by 5:30 and be up there by, say, 7:30. Then I got to leave up there by about 2 or 3 to get back down here and get clocked out before 5 because they don't want you to go over 12 hours.
Yeah.
Right.
So one day, a couple of weeks ago, I did like 14 and a half hours and I got in trouble for it. They was like, don't work that many hours no more.
Dang.
Well, see, it kind of sucks because we don't get paid by the hour. We get day pay, day rate.
Oh.
So I get X amount of dollars a day, whether I work 7 hours or 14 hours.
That ain't a bad gig.
It's a terrible gig.
They work you to death that way, don't they? It's like salary workers at a corporation. You want to
Well,
get on salary?
It's
No.
kind of like the way it is. And see, they get out of paying overtime that way.
Yeah, that's.
They
They
pay
keep
some
trying to
kind
get
of
me to go salary.
they pay some kind of figure to pay you overtime, so the company can.
All right.
Are you
Take care,
leaving, Mitch?
Yeah, I'm gonna head on out. I will see you guys tomorrow night.
Okay.
All right, we will see you then on your show.
8 o'clock. Be there or be square. Right
What,
after Mel.
what time zone?
Are
Eastern.
Eastern time. Right. Just know right
What-
after
what-
Mel.
Say that again.
Okay.
My show tomorrow night, right after you.
8 o'clock Eastern.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Thereabouts.
That's right. That's right. Thereabouts. When Mel, as soon as Mel's done. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna be.
if I end early, he'll start early. If I run long, he'll start late.
Yep. My
Hey,
life
that's
depends
perfect.
on Mel.
Hey, that's okay. That's a good way to do it, though. That way you don't wrap over and. people
No,
can
I
still
wouldn't
watch
do that.
both
I wouldn't
shows.
do that. I've been trying. I've been trying to find a time to step on his few
I got to
toes
make
as I
sure
could.
Lloyd knows we're going 2 hours tomorrow night.
Yeah. Hey, I don't care. I'll be there. I'll be there in the chat room with you. So I'll see you guys then, Art. I'll look for you
All
tomorrow
right,
night.
take care.
Steve,
All right,
good
man.
to see you. Good to see all you guys in the chat. Thanks for coming in. And you see what happens, Art? I came in here to bail you out because you were sitting there suffering with your cold all by yourself, and look
Yeah.
what happens. See,
Yeah.
there you go. All right.
You got
Take
the
care,
stick
everybody.
vector. All right,
we'll
take care,
we'll
man.
see you tomorrow, man.
All right.
All
Take
right.
care,
Good
See you
night,
man.
tomorrow.
guys.
But no, I think that, I get the different ways that companies can pay wages. I just don't think it's very fair because if they pay you a day rate, X number of dollars per day, and they work you 12 hours for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, you've got 36 hours in. They
Right.
work you half a day Thursday. Now you've got 40 hours.
Mhm.
for the week.
Would it be untoward?
They could give you Thursday afternoon and Friday off
Yeah.
and not pay you overtime for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday
Okay.
because you accumulated 40 hours
That's
or
right.
39 hours. You didn't make the 40-hour mark.
Right.
So those 12-hour days, which technically over 8 is overtime,
Yep.
those 12-hour days that you work 3 days in a row don't
Mhm.
mean diddly squat. And I don't think that's right.
Well, that's that's like working on salary. I mean, if you're in
Yeah.
a position
Exactly.
all my life, and as a manager's position, project manager stuff, it's a yearly salary,
Mhm.
and you can work so many hours. It's like when I had to work, at Disneyland, we were putting in 100-hour weeks.
Jeez.
Mhm.
I slept there because I wasn't about to drive home to turn right around to just fall
Drive
asleep
back.
for a few seconds and turn around to go back.
Yeah.
I've done that many times.
Yeah.
Wow. So
Mhm.
is it a lot? You think it's an insurance thing or something then maybe? Like if
No.
you work over, or are they just being stingy?
No, it's just a way to
Exploit the
get
people?
extra exploitation. They get all the labor they can get and all the pounds of blood they can get without having to pay for it.
Yeah.
Now,
Seems like that's the way everybody's
in
doing
my
now.
case, I'll get something for the overtime for Thursday afternoon and Friday,
Yeah.
but it won't be time and a half
Oh.
Mhm.
because
So
it's a day rate. So
Okay.
Right.
yeah,
They get around laws that way, I bet.
but it took me 7 months basically to find steady, straight employment, and so a good solid 5 months anyway. And
Well, are you still going to keep your other place?
what do you mean keep my other place?
Your place with the big antenna out there where all the deer are?
I own the deed to that. Ain't nobody ever gonna get that out of me.
Okay. Is there anybody watching it for you?
Yeah, my dad and brother live in a fifth
Oh,
wheel
okay.
on the property there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Man, it's beautiful up there. I got to come. They got deer everywhere.
And the thing is I got that big antenna system now and no way to run it.
Man.
Yep.
I rewatched that video the other day about when they put that thing up and the guy was up there at
Yeah.
the top.
You should have seen us putting that antenna up. That's a 45-foot mast. Okay.
God.
Me and my brother, we done that by ourselves. We hooked a block and tackle to the top of the deck, the awning over my deck, which is 4x6 posts in the ground.
Okay.
And then it's 2 posts, 4x6s, and it's got a 4x6 laying across the top of them, and they're lag bolted together is all they are. Okay. And they're designed for compression weight.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I wrapped a chain around that top of that 4x6 post, hooked a block and tackle to it, tied one end of the block and tackle to that about 3/4 of the way up that antenna mast, and the other end of it to the trailer hitch on my dually pickup.
That's
And
pretty smart.
We stood that mast up at the risk of nearly tearing down that entire covered structure.
Yeah. It sounds like it was built good though.
I was easing into the throttle, listening to the wood crack behind me.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Man.
Wow.
It's like done pulled half your house off the hill there. Man, that's awesome. So, Steve, you're a project manager?
Background: I'm an electrical contractor. I'm an electrician by trade, and then I was an electrical contractor, and then I got my you go for a refill.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we're going on.
I went
We're
on
working on the third hour now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I went on. I've done all project management because of being in business.
Yeah.
Partnership. So
Right.
because I ran all our projects.
Okay.
And my partner, when we were together, he would do the estimating and make the outside contact. So I was running the projects. But then what happened was we were awarded a contract, which was to retrofit the fire alarm system in Disneyland, original Disneyland. It was to retrofit that fire alarm system.
Right.
Oh, man.
There was the manufacturer was Simplex
Yep.
fire alarm systems.
Yep.
now they're Simplex Grinnell. But when they had it through, no one at Simplex bothered reading the contract. And all of a sudden, we found out we were awarded the contract. And it was about $1 million contract overall
Hey,
to redo the project.
that's
And
awesome.
we went through, and all of a sudden we're going, uh-oh, we're in trouble. And we were talking with the salesman who sold the project to Disney. And I go, why? What's the matter? And they go, well, we missed the point. We need a project manager. So they started looking at what Disney was requiring of us.
Mhm.
And I didn't meet the requirements. My partner didn't meet the requirements. But the one thing that they did give me is because of was just the education. I didn't have a 4-year college degree. They wanted you with a 4-year college degree, 10 years of experience in the fire alarm system.
Good Lord.
And I forget what else they wanted. It was all these other. So I had it being, because it was I held the contractor's license for our company. And so we went through to find a way around it. And I said, well, the only thing I could do is I'll put in an application. And so I ended up technically leaving my company to oversee my company and another electrical contractor for the installation, because we didn't do any underground, because you don't want to do any underground over at Disney. There are so many conduits, plus all the hazardous materials, asbestos and everything else that's everywhere from when the park was built back in the 50s.
Yeah.
And we went through, so it was a 1-year project. It was day number 153 after going after Disney constantly. They finally approved our submittals. I went through and actually started pushing the project on. We started doing the installs of getting the conduit in, the wire pulled, because we knew it was going to be accepted. And we were the only fire alarm contractor that went the whole way through the submittal process.
Wow.
So we were awarded. Well, we were delayed so long. It was supposed to be, like I say, a 1-year project.
Right.
Then all of a sudden, Disney California Adventure was going to come out of the ground. And they go, well, do you want to stay on? So then it turned in to seeing the retrofit of the original Disney park and the hotels across the street. Mm-hmm. Then it turned into project managing all of Disney California Adventure, Downtown Disney, the Grand Californian Hotel, and everything that went on there for the whole entire park.
Wow. I've been there about 4 or 5 times. My brother still lives in Irvine.
Oh, okay. He's just up the road from me.
Yeah, and I lived in Colton, which is right outside of Redlands in the foothills area. Yeah, I lived there for a while. My brother still lives there, and that place is very big. So that's props, man. Even the hotel and everything across the street, that's a lot of stuff.
Oh, it is. It's a lot. And the thing is our contract was directly with the Disney Fire Department, so they were technically the customer.
Oh, okay.
And working with them and working with the engineering department and everything, it's when you get up into the Disney Imagineering side, especially when you go for the new construction, because they oversaw Disney California Adventure and all the new construction.
Right.
Not the retrofit, but all the new construction. And to tell you how big it was, they had 50,000 square feet of modular trailers were all set up for office.
Right.
Oh my God.
That was for them and the city of Anaheim, which obviously Disneyland is in. They put in offices for all the inspection departments. So the inspectors went to work every day at Disney California Adventure. They didn't go to their to City Hall, to where the department was.
Man, that made a little city within the Disneyland, it sounds like.
Oh, it was. And it was so funny watching the stuff, because between what they call WDI, Walt Disney Imagineering, and the Disney side, it was like 2 kids fighting against each other. I mean, you work for the same company, but it was like, no, we're not going to give you this, give you this. And it was so funny because the engineer that I work with, there was an electrical engineer, and he was the one going through, walking everything with me at the park where all the existing, Disney has a Mickey Mouse fire department.
Literally.
It was really good. He was trying to get drawings from the Walt Disney Imagineering side. They wouldn't give him anything, and he was just always trying to find out. So, us being the fire alarm supplier, we have the electrical drawings because that's what
You gotta have that, yeah.
And that's what he wanted, was the electrical, so they could start getting ready as they were going to take over the park. And so he was just like, his hands are tied. He was frustrated. So one day I just go walking through into the administration building, which is that green building right there on I-5, you know.
Yeah.
You know where it's at. I just go by and I had it in a DVD in a case, and I just dropped it at his desk and I just kept on walking. And he goes, "What's this?" I say, "I'll see you later, Dave." And I just kept on walking. And that building is just long. It's 4 stories high, and it's just long cubicles with everybody working in there. And all of a sudden, and he was at the complete opposite end from where I was at, and he goes, "How in the hell did you get this?" And I didn't say a word. I just kept on walking. And I came back and I go, "Hey, Dave, what do you think all the fire alarm drawings are on?" And I mean, I was, joking with him.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Damn, I never even thought about asking you about that." And I says, "I just overheard you, so."
Man, that's better than Christmas for him.
Because we had every building.
Yeah. Oh my God, he got the keys to the
Sets of
kingdom.
electrical drawings and everything, all the AutoCAD drawings. So I just dropped it on his desk, and he was like this kid that just got dropped into the,
Nintendo 64,
and they locked the door behind him, saying, "Have fun."
Oh my gosh, it sounds like they're ex-government employees, don't it?
Yeah.
Like the Air Force, man. You remember how all that went?
But it's all the higher ups. That's where the problem.
Yeah. There's so much. Well, I work for a big company too, and there's so much stuff that goes through bureaucracy that we have to deal with. It is such a pain in the butt. And it's like, if you could just get rid of that and let the people who do what they need to do what they do best.
Right.
Let them do it. Don't have all this extra crap. We could work 10 times faster, but now we got to have 42 meetings on it. We got a little funny saying. Meetings are where the hours are kept and the minutes are lost.
That is spot on.
That's it.
That is spot on.
4 hours of an 8-hour day is in a meeting, and then you're sitting here. If you're not multitasking and working while you're in the meeting and they ask you a question, you're like, "What? Huh?" I mean, if you can't do that, it's the alternative is work all night.
Right.
And it's why I work at home, because it's just easier. I live less than a mile from headquarters, but I got more equipment in here than I do in a half of the little cubicle they give you at that place, and I can get a lot more work done.
Yeah, it is, and it's like I said, working for there, and of course with Disney, when you first start, until you can build up a rapport with everybody, getting access to anything, you'd have to sit there and drive to security, whatever. Well, the one captain, he was like our point person for the fire department, and he ended up getting us a hold of accessibility to our everyday. We check in because they have their own security and they have their own fire department.
Okay.
Then we were issued our call times. They called us SIM 1 and SIM 2 onto the radio system. So instead of having to drive wherever you were at in the park or across the street, drive all the way back to get to security saying, "Hey, we need key service to get it," we could get on the radio and get key service in order to get them to unlock. Well, as time went along, then myself, I got issued all the keys. There's only actually 3 keys I didn't have. One was Walt Disney's office. One was the of course to the bank, and the other one is cash control. And when you go And when you go into cash control, you have to put on a jumpsuit, and that jumpsuit has no pockets.
Sounds like a bunny suit we used to wear to jump intakes.
Yeah, and when we walked in
Man,
one day, there was $4.3 million in cash in the room.
oh my
Wow.
gosh, that's probably that's probably their operating cash, daily
And
operating.
my eyes were just going.
Wow, I'd be like, can I take a picture of just what this much cash looks like? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have literally had the keys to Disneyland Magic Kingdom.
In essence, to get in, because we're getting back what they call backstage.
Yeah.
You know, you're going backstage, and everybody. You're not an employee. You're a character, and you're working the confines there. But there's kind of some cool stuff that you could do. Like probably the most fun one was of the Haunted Mansion.
Yes, I was going to say.
When you go through, and I'm sure most everybody has been there or heard about it. And as you go through, and right before you're in the car,
Yeah.
and the car makes the turn and that you're in,
Yeah.
and then you see the ballroom.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's freaky.
Okay, I'm holding from my hand to my screen is 6 feet. I could be standing that far away and looking at the people, and they couldn't see you while the retraction was going on. You could be that close to the people, and they couldn't see you in locations.
That's very
Wow.
cool how they did all that too. If you ever watch some YouTube videos about how they created all those illusions, it's genius, man.
It is.
And it's to see it in person. When I first did the Haunted Mansion and they turn you sideways and you're going in that mirror and you look and there's people in the car with you,
Yeah.
you're like, holy cow, and the holograms look so real. That was such cool. And then the way the eyes in all the paintings follow you no matter where you go.
Yeah.
I mean, very cool stuff, man. And to see how they did that, some of it was so simple that you would have never thought of it. But most of the time it's like what you're looking at may be in a room that's 90 degrees away and just mirrors, and sheets, just simple.
A lot of mirrors, and people don't realize and security for lockdown on an attraction, because after like say when Disney California Adventure was going up and it reaches a point. Now with us, we're technically the last trade in there because we have to get all our devices in there, because the devices now are being mounted on stuff that Disney Imagineering has to build, even though that all the conduits in, everything's all done. We have to wait to put a device on there. It's like Star Tours, and you've got all that rack. There's smoke detectors all up on all that area, all the way up in the inside.
Oh, wow.
And when you're dealing with it now, they've got that on lockdown. And so all the badges, I don't know if you ever read about it, the people were getting the ID badges and they were selling them on eBay.
Oh, I don't remember.
And everything. And they changed the badges once that general construction went down. And then there was different levels that you could go in. With us, we had it, because I actually was issued a Disney, myself and my technician, we actually had Disney ID issued to us.
Okay.
So, but we could drive in, not even Disney employee, high level senior people could not come in. We could actually drive in to get from the one park to the other park without having to go out all the way around.
Oh, yeah. It's a maze in there, too. If you don't know where you're going, man, you will definitely get lost. They do that in casinos. When I lived in Las Vegas, if you didn't know that casino, and there's no clocks, everything looks the same. It's all designed specifically that way. Like the carpet is designed a specific way. The patterns and colors are all to get you to want to stay there. The sounds on the slot machines, they're all human engineered so that you'll want to sit there and play longer. And
the hallways are curved so you can't see the exit doors.
Yeah, that's right. It's crazy.
Wow. It sounds like some of the dreams I have at night. In a building trying to get out and I can't find the exit.
Yeah, we worked. I worked over there. Actually, I relieved a project manager over there at Caesar's Palace. We had a full-time manager of Caesar's Palace there that's all him and an architect for doing the draft, not architect, but a draftsman.
Yeah.
That's all they did full time because it was constant remodels and
all the time.
Have to issue new drawings. Of course, you know, with the fire department having to come in and reissue, and that's all he did. 365 days a year was his job at Caesar's Palace.
And that's enough work to keep them busy all year. I mean, it's literally constantly changing because nothing's always complete.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. But just to finish up, well, that 1 year job that we were supposed to get that original contract done in, I was there for 2 weeks shy of 5 years.
Wow.
By the time we finished.
That was definitely a government project in disguise. Man, well, so what's the craziest job you ever had, Mel?
The craziest job I ever had?
Yeah.
The one he's at now?
No, I don't know, Tater. I mean, I was at one job for 35 years.
Oh, well, that's true. You did the same thing. I used to dig graves, man.
That's plumb crazy.
I worked at a monument place, and we did interments and other stuff, you know, where you lower the casket in the ground and you dig the grave and all that stuff. Well, the first day I went out there with this guy, he goes, "Look, I'm going to just go ahead and do this and get it out of the way." So he was down in the bottom, and they were squaring up the bottom of the vault that they put in the hole.
Mm-hmm.
And he opened the casket. And he said, sometimes it will pop open like that if one of those belts slips or something, or if it's wet. And he goes, it's going to freak you out. I just want to get it out of the way so you'll know if this happens not to flip out. And that was the weirdest thing I've probably ever done. And just a sight that most people will never have to see, thank God. Yep. But you have to watch all that stuff because when they put people down, some people from the funeral homes would go and take the jewelry and things that that the deceased were wearing. So you have to guard all that now.
Yep. I will say, when I was a kid, we had a 42-foot Owens or something boat, and we used to go out in the ocean all the time fishing and stuff. And the partner that my dad had in the boat knew a mortuary in San Diego that he would bring about once a month. He would bring a box full of brown paper bags, and in the brown paper bag was a plastic bag, and that was the ashes. And we got paid X amount of dollars per bag, and we had to be 5 miles out to sea and all this kind of stuff and blah, blah, blah. And we'd hold the brown bag out over the gunwale of the boat, and take a fillet knife or something and give the bottom of it a slice, just kind of shake it and watch all the stuff fall out.
Wow.
Look like day old tater chips and sawdust.
Yep.
And
they have a space service that does that now.
And we'd see rings and necklaces and watches and all that kind of stuff. Just you can't keep it.
To have a net underneath while you're
actually, it's a felony.
Oh,
but,
yeah, it is a big
it was just a shame, though.
Bob, you didn't see that ring, did you?
We watched some of it was so glittery that we could lean over the side of the boat and see it sink, for quite some distance, because it would sparkle and shine and reflect the light. And that was probably the craziest thing I've ever done.
Like the movie Titanic, as the necklace goes over.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, that was hard to watch even just in the movie, man. Like you want to dive in there,
Imagine just watching it in real life, and then, so you got 20 bags, and maybe 15 of them will have $4,000 or $5,000 worth of jewelry in them going down the bottom.
Yeah, if you ever get caught doing that, man, they don't have any mercy.
Nope.
They will throw you under the jail. Wow.
I had an uncle who passed away once, and his wake, it was open casket.
Just once, I hope.
Right, just one time.
I was gonna say, I caught that
I know of. And he but he had a ring on, and I remember that ring from the time I was a little kid, and I mentioned it during the wake, and my aunt asked them to take it off of him. You know, the funeral director. This is all on the up and up because she was the owner really, and I still have that ring to this day.
Oh,
but,
yes.
All legal, not stealing it from anybody.
Yeah.
When my father-in-law passed away, we got all of his jewelry and stuff right at the time that he passed away. Right there in the hospital, they took it all off and gave it to us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of stuff. We were in one time. We went to this place that was way out in the country. Man, they had to pump daylight in. It was so far. And this guy that I was with, it was this really cool country guy. He was a African American guy. His country is a turnip green, as we like to say. When we got out there, we had trouble with this monument that we were getting it stood up, and it got dark out there. And I have never seen anybody load a truck to get out of that graveyard after dark so fast. Did not like being in the graveyard after dark under any circumstances.
And I'm sorry, Mike. I didn't mean to make light of your uncle passing, but when you said, yeah, he passed away once, and I thought, I just, that was just right there. That was just like,
well, that was the second time actually.
Yeah, that was
wow.
No problem. No, it's we all go, man. We all go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not me. I'm 10 feet tall and bulletproof. By God.
That's what old Phil Robertson down here says. Is everybody's going in the hole?
Yep.
You come into this world with nothing, and you go out of the world with nothing.
Yep.
That's right.
Now, by God, that ain't true, because I put a lot of stuff out of the world down in that water.
What is it? There's a saying.
But you don't have it with you anymore.
That's right.
The one guy in Texas, which I don't know how they ever got away with it, but he swore he was going to get buried in his Cadillac. And they did. He bought up, I don't know how many plots, and they buried the Cadillac and then put the casket in the Cadillac, I guess, and then buried him.
Yep.
And he goes, I will take my Cadillac with me.
And he did. I couldn't believe. I thought that was fake at first, but then when I looked at it, was real. It just blew my mind.
I always wanted to do that with my semi truck.
Was that Willie the Wimp?
Yeah. I want Wi-Fi in my casket so I can dead stream.
That's right.
Well, you know where the term
So
dead
you can
ringer
dead
came
stream.
from? They used to bury people when they had a wake. They had to have somebody to watch the body. It usually did it at their house, and that's why it's called a wake. Somebody would stay up 24 hours for a couple of days, I guess, to verify that the person was actually dead and not in a coma or something. And then when they buried them, they would have a tube that ran up, a piece of conduit with a string to the bell on it. And they called the reason graveyard shift became about was someone would be in the graveyard and they would listen for that bell to ring. And that's where the term dead ringer came from. If they heard that bell, then they could dig that person up to save them from being buried alive.
Yeah.
Wow.
Buried
Never heard
alive.
that.
Buried alive. Ha, ha, ha.
Art Travolta.
Can you imagine waking up in a casket with a string hanging down?
Oh, man.
Calling for room service?
Yeah, it'd be like, what the heck?
Yeah.
I think they actually tied it onto the person's wrist or something. I don't remember,
Right.
but when my dad told me about it, I was like, holy cow. And that's how they came up with those terms: graveyard shift, dead ringer, just stuff like that.
You know what? The guy that the string's tied to him, and if he wakes up, he's going, that better not be a tampon.
Yeah, damn it. My friend actually uses those in the woods for hunting. He dips
A
hunting.
tampon?
Yeah, tampons. He
Scent,
actually
yep.
New ones?
puts the scent on them and hangs them in trees.
Yep.
And because when I first seen it, I was like, man, what the hell are you doing with all these tampons? He goes, man, it's so much cheaper than buying these expensive deer lures. He just buys the stuff and dips them in there and hangs them in a tree.
Yep.
Biodegradable.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Couldn't believe it, man. The weirdest thing.
Yep. Mhm.
That's wild. Well, Mike, you know what? If that was to happen with you, if you go with that internet service, you can still get room service down there for you.
Right.
Man, that's true.
You
Man.
get Chick-fil-A delivered.
Grubhub.
Yeah. You know, my internet
That
went
was-
out
that was
last
classic,
night.
though. Deadstream. That was classic.
My
Just make
internet went out.
Telstra.
Oh God, no, Telstra.
Oh, you know what? Some of you probably already know this, but a couple of days ago, I thought I was locked out of my YouTube
Right.
because I
Yeah.
uploaded a video, salute to Rush Limbaugh, and I went back in to add some more tags and put a thumbnail in, and all of a sudden it says, "Oops."
Yeah.
And I kept trying to get in, and for about 24 hours, I couldn't get in. And finally, what I ended up doing is go through Google and getting in through, once I opened up Google, my Google account, and clicked on the YouTube icon, I was in.
So you could use Chrome to
Yep.
be logged into everything. Man, there's a joke for you, Art. You can tell them, hey, the other day my internet went out for about 5 or 6 hours and I spent some time with my family. They seem like really nice people.
That's good. That's funny. That's funny.
Well, every day at work, we have a morning meeting at 8:30 and we have a tater quote of the day where I give a quote at the end of the meeting that's usually something funny. Like if you could read my mind, or I'm not responsible for the way my face looks when you're talking to me. That's like one of them. Or I want to throw you at the damn office window. Dang, autocorrect. I meant have a nice day.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have some funny little saying like that. It's just something to give everybody a chuckle at the end of the meeting. And they've been doing that now for about 3 years.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of tater quotes, man. I guess I need to do one every day on my YouTube. Maybe that's some way I can put some funny content out there.
There you go.
But-
You go.
Maybe you do your songs once in a while. You ought to just do a stand up of a bunch of tater quotes.
Tater quotes. Yeah, put a bunch of them in there. That's a good idea, actually. I
Just
thought
do like a stand up thing, you know?
Yeah. I'm definitely not a comic. My favorite comic is Art. He's definitely my favorite one. But I just like people laughing, tends to break the ice. And the way I look at it is if you make somebody laugh, they might think twice before they check you off the layoff list. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, he's kind of funny. Let's keep him around. you know?
Yeah, there you
At least
go.
for a couple of more months.
Yeah. Well, that's probably why I'm still there at the same company for 25 years.
That's true. It makes a difference, man.
Yep.
That's
That's
where they hung tater on me. I got that from my work. My boss actually hung that on me about 3 years ago.
That's this day and age, that's unheard of. When
Yeah.
you talk about people 20, 25 years for the company. Not
That's
existing anymore.
very rare, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good company if you work for them that long and they still.
I feel good about 35 years at one place. Yeah.
But you were your own boss, though, weren't you?
Well, I was still leased onto a company.
Oh, okay.
My truck had a company name on the door. It didn't have my name on the door.
Man,
Oh,
I didn't realize that.
I got a funny story for it. This week, my boss was helping us out on the line, so she was sitting in the station right next to me, and we're working away, and she goes, "I'm hot," and I turned and I said, "You don't look like that to me."
Man,
She just scowled and then just started grinning and giggling.
That's
there. I actually got in trouble one time at work because I went into the bathrooms. We have 3 floors, and the men's bathroom is on one side and the women's is on the other side. And there's a water fountain in between.
Right.
You go this way. Well, on the first floor, it's reversed. And we were on the first floor working that week doing something. And I went into the restroom and I saw a person in there that identified as a male. And I had thought I walked into the wrong restroom by mistake, and I was apologizing. I actually I had to watch a 3-hour video and take a test on
And you passed?
Yeah, I passed it with 100%. But yeah, that's kind of stuff you have to worry about,
Yeah.
sometimes, because I didn't mean anything by it, but sometimes people can still, they can still get you in trouble for that, even though it was an innocent mistake. People
Oh,
take that serious.
Speaking of that kind of thing, go ahead, Aaron. I'm sorry.
I got in trouble once. This is several years ago. One of my coworkers, and I always say, "Good morning, how you doing?" So one morning I said to her, "Are you bright-eyed and bushy-tailed?" And she got, and then the next thing you know, my boss says, "All right, you're wanted in HR."
Oh no.
So I went over to HR. My boss is there, but the gal that I offended wasn't there. And we just sat there and we just started giggling and laughing. Goes, man, of all the, oh God, you got to watch out what you're saying.
You do this day and age, man,
Yeah.
especially when you got a big company.
No, you have a sense of humor, and you were just trying to be nice, but so I can't say, "Hey, good morning. Hey, how are you?"
Mhm.
And it's like, for a while there, I just, I had to kind of keep it down. And
Yep. I got to where I didn't speak to anybody except for unless I knew them.
right, yeah. And then she
And
finally,
even then, sometimes you can't trust that.
yeah,
Exactly right, man.
Yeah, you really got to feel them out before you feel them up.
right,
That's a good idea.
yeah,
Good point right there.
yeah.
Good point, Mike.
Here,
Good
we
point.
go. Yeah.
And where I work is like 80% women, so I've got to like,
Yeah, you better.
oh, I better not tell that joke.
Yeah,
And
you.
I
Oh,
really gotta
man.
like, oh,
I forgot that being a comic like that, it just stuff comes out of you all the time,
Oh,
probably.
it's got to go through your head all the time, Art.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I actually met Bruce Jenner back in 1978.
Oh wow, back when he was on a Wheaties box.
Huh? Yeah,
Back when he was on a Wheaties
yeah,
box.
when he was Bruce, and that guy was bigger than a tree. I mean, he doesn't look big on TV, back back in the day, but he was huge. He wanted.
He was cut, man.
And all the nurse. I was in the hospital. My roommate worked at a grocery store, and General Mills had a rep in town, that kind of thing. They brought him up, and I met Bruce Jenner then, and look how that kind of turned out the way today is. I don't want to fight anybody.
Kardashian show probably had a little something to do with all that,
yeah,
I had an inkling, something was up.
yeah.
I got talking with him. I said, Bruce, how you doing? He goes, well, Mark, I'm a little tired. My heels are killing me. Can I sit down in your chair?
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
man!
I actually did meet him, and he was huge.
yeah,
Yeah. Hell
Very
yeah, his
tall, very
arms.
tall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I wonder if I could get away with walking into the White House or something and say that I identify as a billionaire.
Oh, I don't know, but we'd like to see it. So you
Would
try anyway. Yeah, that'd
Think
be
we can
fun.
do it live on YouTube?
Yeah, man, that'd be some good clickbait right there.
Mhm.
Yeah, it would.
You get all kinds of views.
and I want to see you flying a drone doing it at the same time.
Yeah.
No matter-
Y'all shit your pants if for some reason I actually knew Donald Trump through some connection in my truck and moving stuff and actually was able to make something like that happen. Y'all shit your pants if that really came true.
I would for sure.
That Mel Cook is an amazing driver.
Yeah.
He's excellent.
He's a fabulous driver.
He's taking
Fabulous.
greater loads than
Fabulous.
ever.
Great people.
Great.
Great people. Man, yeah, I was going to tell you, Grumpy was in here a while ago, but there was something weird that happened. But for some reason, I parked my truck out in the back of the parking lot at Walmart. This is a different story, but I was going to tell you because this is just weird. And I parked it in this little sandwich shop that's right next door because I didn't want anybody scratching it. And I was pushing a buggy full of the groceries to the truck. And after it gets to a certain point in the parking lot, the wheels lock up on the grocery cart.
Yeah.
It's got some kind of a RFID or to keep people from stealing the buggies.
Yeah.
And the wheels lock up. Because I was thinking, holy hell, this thing just locked up. And I'm looking for a rock. And I couldn't figure out why it wasn't. So I just picked the whole buggy up and toted it over to the truck. And then I realized that happened 3 times. And after the 3rd time, I realized it wasn't a fluke. I'm still trying to figure out how that works. But I thought about Grumpy.
Yeah. Yeah. It's something to deal with the yellow line or something.
Yeah,
I installed them here. That's what I did. After I got on my partnership, that's what I did.
Well, how does it work exactly?
Well, but you can tell the carts that have it because they got that thing on the wheels.
Yeah, like the boot, little boot looking.
Yeah, like a boot looking thing.
Well, some of them are. It depends on which manufacturer. Cartronics got that big, huge yellow boot on it. The other one is called Gatekeeper, and it looks like almost like a regular cart, except you'll see a hard plastic instead of like a regular shopping cart wheel. And what it is inside the mechanism, they put, just like a traffic signal loop is.
Yeah.
In essence, take it around the whole perimeter of the parking lot, and it's a radio signal. And it's a 9 kilohertz signal. And when the wheel gets, however you tune it, typically within 3 feet of that line, it activates the wheel.
That is crazy.
And it just locks up.
Tater, I can explain it to you real simple. You ready?
I'm ready.
This is how it works. This is the same kind of thing. Electric fence for your dog.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, somebody needs
Underground
to
fence.
hold the big lots because we get a lot of carts over at our park.
Yeah.
Well, here in California, they have this wonderful law that it's if you have 11, if you have 11 shopping carts, you've got to have some kind of management control. But then it's up to each cities, even though it's a state law. And so it all is enforced by the different cities. Like we did Safeway, we did 99-cent only stores, we did Albertsons, we did, because I would do it here in California and into Las Vegas and Arizona.
Right.
But see, if you're homeless, you're allowed to have as many as you want.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that.
Oh, here's the best one for you. In Huntington Beach, you know where Huntington Beach is, Mel, and I know so the rest of you, it's just up the road here from me. But it's about where the Vaughn store is. It's about a mile and a half from the beach. This homeless guy, because the company that I work for, twice a year, they would go to the Vaughns and exchange out all the old carts, take them up, pick them up, and then drop off a whole new fresh set. Here comes this homeless guy in. Well, now the battery's dead in the cart that he has.
Oh.
But he wheels this cart on in. And so I was outside talking with the manager. And the new carts are coming off the box truck that we had. This guy goes and grabs a hold of one of the carts, and one of our guys says, "No, sir, you can't take this. You got to use one of those from over there." He takes it and starts running. Hits over where that line is, pops a wheelie, goes up in the air with the cart, so it clears 3 feet above the top of that cart, because that signal goes this way. It creates like a dome.
Okay.
Goes over the other side and runs. He goes, "Thanks for the clean cart," and he keeps on going back to the beach.
Holy that don't surprise me one bit, man. They know how it works.
He did bring the dirty cart back.
Oh God, he got him a fresh one, didn't he?
Yep.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I sat there just going, I was in shock.
Hey, people they call that hustling down here. And they got people that have everything figured out, man. They got people that buy crawfish, fresh boiled crawfish, which are like they're not a delicacy, but that's like our favorite food down here.
Yep.
And they're buying them with the EBT cards.
Yep.
And it's like as soon as they'll get a fresh batch, there's a line out the door. And I'm like, what the hell, man? How are these people getting all this money? Because they're expensive when you first come out. They're like $5 a pound.
Right.
And then that's what it was. And I was like, Dad gum. This guy said, well, hey, I'll sell you some. Then I said, what are you talking about? And he goes, you give me half the money in cash for what these cost, and I will pay for it with my card and
Yep.
give it to you. And I was thinking, man, I don't want to get involved in that.
No,
But that,
that's a felony.
mhm. But that's what they were doing. There were people doing it too.
Well, guys, I got to check out of here. It's getting late here.
Yeah, I got some
all
sushi
right,
to go
Mike,
eat.
thanks for coming in.
Art, thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Peter, good to meet you, man.
Good to meet you too, man.
See you soon. Steve, good to see you.
Mike, good to see you as always.
Al, good to see you too.
Mike, have a good evening, sir.
And, all right, thanks a lot, guys.
All right,
You're
see you later.
Everybody in the chat too. Rick Halber, Steve
Yeah.
Mack. All you guys have a good one.
I'm
All right.
looking for some video that I shot in California. If I can find it. You know the trouble with having a 4 terabyte drive that's almost full?
Oh man.
Oh boy.
You don't have it properly filed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, because the file that I went to where I'd have thought it would have been, the video wasn't there. Yeah.
Hey Tater, where's your dog? You haven't seen him lately.
He's probably in there curled up with Miss Sweet Tater.
Okay.
Okay, here's your good quote, love quote. A jealous woman does better research than the FBI.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is absolutely probably true.
That's
Yeah.
one of my Tater quotes. And then remember in these difficult times that this too shall pass. It might pass like a kidney stone, but it'll pass.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Well, Art, I'm going to have to take off too. It's dinner time for us here. And
I'm about ready to have dinner. If we could wait
We're on 2
9
hours.
minutes, I'll have 3 hours.
Yeah. It's a good time, man.
Yeah. So, and I still have 19 people in the, 19 people, 18 people.
So what's your issue? Are you trying to get watch hours?
No,
You don't have 4,000 watch hours?
I don't.
Oh,
Well, I'm
How many do
helping
you
him
have?
work on it.
That's why
How many do you
Taylor
have?
and Mike B keeps saying, help Art out by
how many do you have?
let's see, what do I have? I think I have 1.7K. So
Watch hours?
yeah. So if people could go and just hit play and just hit mute and just let it run.
Yeah, that's what I got this little Linux box doing
Yeah.
that for you.
Yeah. And Mike B, aka the Drone Ranger, is doing the same thing.
Well,
Yeah.
you've got tonight here alone, then watching what you've averaged, you've probably got right around 30. You'll probably have about 30 some hours.
Yep. Yeah.
That's good.
If 20 of you could just go through and hey, there's the live streams, which are usually 1.5 to 2 hours long. Just hit play on that, and if 10 of you or more start watching that, that'll really build up a lot of watch hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, Mark, good to see you as always, sir.
You
take
too,
care.
man.
Good to
No.
see you, Steve.
I'm fishing to go eat some raw fish.
There you go. Sushi time. No,
Yes,
I want,
sir.
No,
I want
I
some crawfish.
I
Come
don't.
on down, man.
I don't do raw fish at all.
Oh man, that's good
Oh,
stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir, as always, and everybody in chat, Brad, Steve, Rick, Mike,
Yep.
Boyd, if you're still out there, my younger brother.
Yeah.
Everybody take care and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
All
See
right.
you
All right.
tomorrow.
Yep. See y'all tomorrow on that live stream.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow. The mail shows 7 p.m. Eastern
6.
time or 6 p.m. You changed it.
Yeah,
That's
7
right.
Eastern.
7 Eastern, 6 Central.
Yeah.
And then right after that, Mitch's show will air.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
And don't forget Art's Place.
Art,
And
Place.
Art's Place is right.
Yeah,
Yep.
1 p.m. Mountain.
Oh, Art's Place don't matter.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I have barely make it on time to his shows because he's in Mountain Time and they're an hour ahead.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I make his shows and sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
I just,
Well,
See, that's why it's great for me. It's lunchtime, so I can just sit
Yeah,
and enjoy lunch.
that's what I'm
There you
talking about
go.
right there.
see, my famous entry to anybody's live stream has become that little dude with the sunglasses on. It's like, I'm cruising, I'm lurking, I'm here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Max Headroom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Matt. Matt.
Max
this-
Headroom.
this guy right here, this little dude right here. See, I'm gonna put him in the chat right now.
Okay.
That's my
Oh yeah, there you go.
that's my new
Style it,
entry.
man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
there
got
you
my
go.
Hollywoods on, you know.
There you go. Mirrored sunglasses.
Yeah.
Tater.
Yeah.
Or let's see, maybe I should ask this to Steve or Art instead. I don't know. I'm gonna go with you, Tater.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, do you know what it takes? Now listen very carefully because this is very important how this is worded.
Okay.
Do you know what it takes to totally, completely, beyond any shadow of doubt, unequivocally satisfy a woman in bed? Yes or no?
No.
That's too damn bad.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Of course, she could have lied to me though. I don't know.
Good night, gentlemen.
All
Good
right,
night,
Art,
gentlemen.
Good night. All right, we'll see you, Art.
Night, everybody.
All
Good
right.
night.
Night, Tater. Night,
Take care, everybody.
Art.
Okay, take care. Well, hey, that was a great show. We almost made 3 hours. If I could just hang on for 4 more minutes and make this a 3-hour show. A 3-hour show. His mate was mighty sailor. Anyway, yeah, I want to thank everybody for coming to the show. Rick Halbert, Mike B, Brad Alston, Steve Carpenter, Steve Mack, Lloyd Mendenhall, Jody, Bob Casey, Grant, and Glenn, and all the rest of you guys, Ray Kelly, and Timeless Truths. Welcome. Thanks for coming in. It's been a wonderful show. Thank you, Steve, for saying that. We'll see you all, and we'll do it again next week on Artco Drone Solutions. Don't forget Art's Place tomorrow afternoon with my co-host Lloyd Mendenhall with our special guest, former Congressman Thaddeus McCotter. We're going to talk about some good stuff. Impeachment is going to be the big thing we're going to talk about. And we'll talk to Thaddeus about his service in Congress and what it's like for him, you know, and get to know the guy. So, all right. Okay, Steve. Well, I'll hang on. I got and 2 more minutes. I got 2 more minutes. So, I want to thank Ricola for helping me out tonight with this nasty cough. I know you're probably, where's that Art going? Why is he? Well, because I'm coughing up a lung, and also I've got a stuffy nose, and I don't want to see you guys. I don't want you guys to see me blowing my nose. So, yeah, I am almost there. So, I've had this cold for a couple of days. Throat feels a lot better. Yeah, oh God, it started off with a scratchy throat, and that's when I knew, oh crap, I got it. And sleeping at night was a pain in the butt, but hey, NyQuil is some good stuff. I get those gel caplets, and I try to take it about an hour or so before going to bed, so by the time I go to bed, I'm like, I'm ready to go to bed, go to sleep. I made the mistake of taking it before Ken Heron's show on Thursday, and boy, I was just dead dog tired. I was out after 8 o'clock, so I left. A joke. Okay, here's one for it. Moses has just come down off the mountain. And he's got the tablets in his hands. And he's talking to the people. I have some good news and I have some bad news. The bad news is we've got 10 commandments. No, I screwed that up. See, that's one thing about the cold that's messed me up. The good news is I got him down to 10 commandments. The bad news is adultery stays. Good night, everybody. Take care and be safe. Bye-bye.